Alright, so, you all remember what happened last time. A few very unpleasant cultists burst into your inn and very rudely fought you, and you fought them off. Had a little
Great.
bit of shenanigans that night, but overall, you guys had a very nice, well-rested night. But this morning is the Council of Waterdeep council meeting, and you have all been called there with respectful representatives, and all have a purpose to go there. So we will start with you all waking up in the morning to the rooster call.
If I was a maze, I would load that rooster up.
I throw a shuriken at the rooster.
You guys don't even know where it is. You just hear the call.
Yeah,
Just throw something in the general direction.
that's my response.
Alright, well, sorry.
Rex would just get up, feeling a bit sore around his neck, and grumble in annoyance to remember what those two boy and girl did last night. And he just go gear up and just heading out because he has no money for food, so no point of staying.
You see blood anyway.
Well, you do get breakfast, but after, as of midday, you're basically told to clear out.
Yeah, I grab everything and just head down for breakfast then.
Alright.
And giving giving the twinkle toe a stern look, but just go on to eating.
You see Kenshin over at the bar just eating standard breakfast. And it seems the barkeep has recovered from the previous night's endeavors and is slightly more cool-headed this morning.
Did they fix the hole?
The hole is somewhat patched up, not much though.
Okay. I didn't make it, by the way. I don't know how that hole got there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Rex will just go sit right there, eating his breakfast.
It's like, so, is everyone ready for that council meeting?
The bartender kind of looks up and he's like, "Oh, you're all going to that?"
Well, that's the reason why we're here.
Well, never been one for politics myself, but I mean, it's probably just going to be a bunch of bullshit flinging from here or there, and they're probably not going to get much done, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'm not exactly there for the politics. I'm there for the job offer.
Oh, I see. That's right. Yeah, you guys told me something about that. You guys were getting hired by some of the council members, right?
Yep.
Due to
Want to do
exploits.
something about these.
Do something about the
About these.
cultists. Well, if that's the case, then power to you.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you're not the only establishment that's had a wall or two caved in by them.
Indeed.
Like, so, how are you doing, Karma?
She's actually just entering the room. She doesn't immediately respond, but sits down and orders something. And says, I'm still waking up. You?
Well, in my profession, you always gotta be an early riser.
Yeah, I can see why you'd have to get up early to be a cross-dresser.
Hey, yeah, Howard's not even going to dignify that with a response.
Winning.
So, I guess Howard already ate his breakfast, so I guess he's gonna wait for everyone else to get ready.
Well, I'm already wearing everything I own. I don't leave anything behind.
As it is over there, just give you guys a simple stir. It does a simple look. Yeah, grunt is a great thing.
Hey there, Rex. How you doing, buddy?
Next, Rex just look at Twinkleton and say, next time you cast a spell at me, pray that I'll have my hammer with me. And then he just head out.
Well, aren't you cheery?
He's out.
Unless something happens again while it's on his way out. Of course.
You trip on a landmine outside the door. No. So, Rex, you head to the council meeting, and you can.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to find the central location of Waterdeep. You are eventually able to kind of locate it into, obviously, the giant castle, but you're eventually able to find it because, you know, they've got a lot of people gathering up, and it's, you know, there's signs, there's banners up there saying, you know, city council meeting today, please attend.
He just like, alright, there we go. Meeting time.
Okay, Howard is also going to the council meeting.
I guess I'll eventually go over there too.
Alright.
I guess that's where the group's going.
The council meeting is located right there. That's the main tower or main castle. And when you all arrive at different times, but majority of you kind of get there around similar time. And you notice that there's quite a bit of armed escort. Like, you guys are used to seeing a lot of guards in town, but like the amount of guards with around these political figures is kind of astounding. Like, almost each figure has like 10 or 12 guards escorting them somewhere. Usually very heavily armored and very heavily armed.
Huh. Looks like there are a couple of big shots coming.
Once more is that you can actually see quite a few, shall we say, not like necessarily people that shouldn't be there, but people that like kind of look like they're there to just mooch or like suck up.
So like Rex?
Yeah. Basically, Rex, since you're the first to arrive, you meet your representative from the Emerald Enclave. And you know his name to be Thomas. And he says, "Oh, Rex, there you are. The meeting will start sooner or later, but we need to discuss something with you about your job. The quest we are going to send you on requires you to eliminate a small group of cultists that we have discovered on the outer lands of North Haven. Small village slightly to the north, just outside the Emerald Forest. We've been having...
How many?
We don't know exactly, but we've been having reports of groups of cultists attacking and raiding the village and starting to at least from the reports that we've recorded, offering up human sacrifices to what they call the Jade Dragon of the Forest, supposedly another servant of Tiamat.
Alright. Sounds simple enough. Anything else?
Well, I'd recommend definitely, of course, we will pay you, and he hands you a sack of gold, and you see in it about a good 500 gold. And he says the other 4,500 will be delivered to you upon completion of your assignment, but I would definitely recommend finding some way to, finding some help. Going at it alone may not be a good idea, and we cannot provide any men currently at the moment due to the extreme conditions. However, if need be, we can provide a little bit of support from one of the local guilds if you need it.
I already have help.
You do? Good. Then we wish you the best of luck and Godspeed to you. Report back here to the Emerald Enclave when you are finished.
He does not.
We will send a word of a raven to you in case things change.
Okay. He does grunt some.
So, Howard.
Uh-huh.
So you basically meet the Black Hand. One of the representatives, it's kind of hard to find in the crowd. You're listening to the council session meeting, and one of your members pulls you aside. Do you just kind of feel someone grab you from the crowd and kind of pull aside and show you the symbol? Say, hello.
All right. Hi.
I take it you are Howard Graves?
That's me.
Ah, yes. We have your assignment here, and he kind of stuffs a little parchment of paper in your hand and then walks off.
Huh. Seems like he was in a hurry. Howard's going to try and find a place to read it.
Yep, you find a nice little place over by the benches where people aren't really focused. Since the council meeting is just about ready to start, everyone's kind of focused on the central table where there's been a long laid map with a lot of tokens and pieces laid out on it, almost like a war board. So everyone's kind of focusing on that, and you're able to sit off to the side. You open up the piece of parchment, and it reads, the standard. Dear Howard Graves, we trust that this last piece of service will free you from our contract, as will ending your terms of servitude, which in doubt we will hold apart on our end of the bargain, relinquishing you of all crimes of your previous additions to Greenwich and the entire surrounding area. As for the details of the mission, then they go on into the second part. We need you to recover a jade mask from a temple located in the Emerald Forest. The Cult of the Dragon has stolen it from a very powerful local mages guild, and due to the recent information that we've discovered, the mask could be quite a effective power gain for the Cult of Tiamat, and we cannot allow that to happen. We need this mask back and in our possession. Should you retrieve this mask, as we have said previously stated, all of your contracts will be void, and you will be relinquished of service, and your crimes will be repented. Do not allow anyone to discover this note. Please burn this upon reading, and do not tell anyone that you have been associated with us. And then it gives their symbol, and then the letter ends.
Howard kind of thinks that this mess must be really powerful if they're willing to do all that for him.
Well, the Mages Guild in Waterdeep is considered to be one of the largest in existence, so...
He'll just conjure up a little bit of fire on their hands and burn the note.
It burns.
Burn, burn, burn. Ring us fire.
Then they snuff up the ashes and walk away.
So you snort the ashes?
No.
Oh, that's a good stuff.
No, snuff out the ashes.
Okay. You said snuff up, and I was like, what?
No, I said out.
Okay.
That would be stupid.
Alright, so the Council of Waterdeep is starting, and Karma, since your thing is more closely related to this, the council starts. So, in the kind of just mostly just political babble at the start, but then it finally starts to get to what you're all interested in, and that is, of course, the cult of Tiamat. So, in addressing this cult, how best we discern this? Well, I say we send every able armed men and women that we can and crush them immediately. We know where their main fortress is. Why not attack it? Because, Tordik, they have the Iceborne giants on their side. Attacking the main cult of Tiamat would be a rather difficult prop now, considering as how they are allied not only with giants, but have been proven to have several dragons, chromatic dragons nonetheless, guarding their main fortress. Attacking would be a pretty difficult feat, even without outnumbering them. A more tactical approach should probably be orchestrated. I know that you have deep feelings about this, Tordik, but you need to pipe down about this. The rather stout-looking dwarf looks up at the man in the tall plate armor and says, "All right, but I'm telling you, I know what I'm doing." He says, "Yes, Tordik, your plans have been heard." Anyone else? A woman in slightly purple and red robes kind of pipes up, and she says, "I say we turn to the Mages Guild. They've always proved to be valuable in times like this before. Why can't we go back to them now? This would be a similar situation as what happened with the barbarian cult of the Bread Hand. Yes, but that was 1, 12 years ago, and 2, a far different situation. And 3, those barbarians did not have dragons at their side." She kind of nods and shakes her head for a moment and says, "All right." And they kind of go on a little bit more about babbling about what to do, and then eventually they come to a conclusion. The man who you've known to be Terran, a colored man with kind of black fuzzy hair and big plate armor and a very kind of red and gold cape dangling behind him, basically states, "So, in conclusion of council of the first meeting of Waterdeep regarding the cult of Tiamat, the following will be issued. A reward will be offered to anyone who can offer any information toward the cult of Tiamat or toward their demise or toward any sort of aliases that they may accompany. This reward will vary greatly depending upon the severity of the information. 2. Any members of the cult of Tiamat will immediately be found, tried, and executed on the spot, as granted by the city council and city guardsmen of the city of Waterdeep. Sanction 3. All military efforts will be made to push forward, and currently military strives put aside to go forth and destroy the entire cult of Tiamat. Sanction 4. Mercenary outside help will be granted and hired, as is the normal business, and plans of tactical incertitude and warfare will be gained throughout the course of this remaining second and third council meetings. Sanction 5, and last. Any council members," and he looks up at a few ones in particular, and he says, "Any council members found associating themselves with the cult of Tiamat will here be tried and executed on the spot as sanctioned in Sanction 2, and will lose," and then he looks up and kind of raises his eyebrows at this, "and will lose all lands, permits, rights, and access gained to them and to their family by this council. As for the Armored Enclave's request for more troops to aid in their cause against the cult of Tiamat, permission granted. May the almighty gods watch over us." And then he kind of hammers his gavel onto the table, and then the council meeting ends.
What is it, Gizmo? Did you not get to raise your opinion?
For
No,
crying out
she's
loud,
there to call the end of the meeting.
We're going to break that cat's neck.
Oh, come on.
Did I ever find anybody who looked particularly interesting, other than the giant dude in plate armor?
Well,
Who's that?
Probably.
Me?
there was a woman named Syria that you found to be somewhat interesting because she had a symbol, a pendant of your village's old crest on her neck during the council meeting. You noticed that.
Was that the one in the ropes?
Yeah, she was the one in the robes who suggested the Mage Guild.
Do you Rex see someone interesting?
Alright,
No.
I'm gonna watch which direction she goes off in, and I'm gonna sneak after her.
In a non-creepy manner.
She goes off to, after the council meeting is disbanded, she goes off with her followers who actually are a lot more lightly armored but have a lot more elvish-looking weapons. Try to escort her. She's got about 8, 9 escorts. And
Oh yeah, Howard. Sorry.
she goes out.
So they're probably my village.
Yeah, she goes down the stairs and goes out to kind of the main courtyard area and talks with a few other local advisors or council members, it looks like. And she's just spending time doing that right now.
Go on, Roy.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
stealth after her and, wow, that sucked. And I'm gonna just follow her until I can find her alone.
Howard would also like to meet with this woman because the note specifically said that the Mages Guild would like his assistance with this.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably already know about. Assume that he probably wants to ask them a few questions.
So we got 2 peeping toms following one woman.
Hey, I'm not peeping. She knows I'm coming.
Oh, for crying out oh, for crying out loud,
Either-
shut up.
None of us named Tom.
Right. What do Rex see interesting in that room?
After the council meeting is kind of disbanded, you don't really notice a whole lot of stuff going on. Everyone seems to be kind of satisfied. A few people seem kind of pissed off, but no one really seems to be raising a ruckus. The Armored Enclave members kind of look at you, and a few of them, you notice to be fairly high up in the Armored Enclave. But other than that, nothing really kind of spouts out to you except for one thing. Roll me a perception if you see it.
Let's see, perception. What's my perception again? What the hell is that? Oh, there it is.
DC of 21. Okay. You notice that there's kind of a hooded figure amongst the crowd, and he kind of stands
dear.
out.
What does this hooded figure do?
Well, what's a little bit off about him is that unlike most of the other council members and representatives that were at the meeting, one, he paid almost no attention to what was happening. He did not raise his hand or even acknowledge that his existence was there. And two, he never once took off his hood and never once left the corner.
So, does it seem like he's looking at me?
He looked at you a few times that you noticed, but other than that, not much. And you notice that now that the meeting's been disbanded, he's still over in the corner, and he appears to be writing in some sort of journal.
Maybe he wants you to go over and say hi.
No, that's the idea. I will simply walk over and stand next to him, folding my arms.
He says, "Can I help you, sir?"
Well, I could not help to raise suspicion of you, of course. Standing here, covered in your clothes, writing down.
I assure you my business is my own. I am the royal transcriber for the city of Waterdeep.
I'm guessing the scry always try to hide in the shadow.
They prefer us to stay out of direct contact with the city council meeting due to bribes and threats that happen for the city council members wanting to have the records of the meetings be in their favor, if you know what I mean. Now, if you'll excuse me, and he goes back to working.
Can't see what he's writing down.
Roll me. Are you going to try and do it stealthily, or you're just going to blatantly kind of try and see it?
I'm just gonna look down.
Yeah,
I'm
go-
not gonna stealthily. I'm crazy.
Go ahead and roll me another perception, DC 25.
Never mind.
Oh,
Oh.
I
failed.
see my shoes.
No. You go to look at the journal, and he quickly closes it, and he says, "Do you mind?"
Yeah.
Well, should you ask for his
Nearby.
name?
And Tom, would you roll me one more perception, DC 26? Yeah. You kind of notice something a bit off about this guy, but you can't really tell. He looks fairly normal. It's just kind of like, you know.
What do my inner voice react?
Your inner voice is actually quite quiet right now.
I'm guessing there's no one asking his name because he's a squire. So, and of course, I'm not in a quite comfortable position to use my brute force. So, seeing that I already have my mission, and this guy is a bit off, but I cannot do more. So, because if I do, I might get troubled by the guard. So, I'll simply and head out try to find Kenshin.
Very good. So,
I
going
wonder
over
if we'll see this mysterious man.
over to Karma and Graves. Eventually, just before, after a while, she stays in the courtyard for quite some time, talking with a lot of nobles, and then after a while, the nobles kind of disperse, and she kind of actually shoos her guard off. And then she appears to be alone in the middle of the courtyard, and she says, "Now then, it's very rude to eavesdrop on people while hiding in the shadows. Come on out where I can see you."
Alright, let's come out.
Well, she's saying that into Karma in particular.
Yeah, because you were just walking up to her.
Oh, yeah, I was.
And she notices Emily walk up to her after everyone's left, and she says, she's kind of starting to look around.
What are you doing?
And she says, "Forgive me for a moment, sir. I need to, deal with something." "Well, come on out."
I'll step out of the shadows. What are you doing here?
"What am I doing here? I am a member of the Council of Waterdeep. They had a council meeting today, and I participated. The real question is that why are you...
Then why are you at?
Hmm?
And I point to the symbol.
Oh, this? A group I used to work with. They were very... how do you say it? Grateful that I aided their village and that the Mages Guild helped save them from a, particularly dreadful disaster, so they gave me this as a sign of gratitude. Merely a pendant of past exploits. Is there something wrong?
As long as you're telling the truth, there's not.
Well, would you do a sense motive?
You may roll a sense motive.
I guess I could.
I'll roll one too. Oh,
Holy
never
shit.
mind.
She is telling the truth.
Oh, good.
Karma visibly relaxes.
She looks at both you and Karma Graves, and she says, "Ah, Mr. Graves, I believe some of my associates told me that you may be talking with me today. What can I do you for?"
Well, I've been told about a particular problem that the Mages Guild has been having.
Yes.
Specifically with the...
She says, yes, the retrieval of the mask. Yes, I've been told ahead of time. Yes, we do need you to retrieve this. And we trust with your past associations with you, and you've done such a good job in the past, we trust you to be the best member qualified for this job.
So this mess must be pretty important.
Quite. But unfortunately, talking here when she looks over at Karma would not be very beneficial. It would be best if we talk elsewhere.
Alright. When do you want to talk about it?
Meet me in my office over at the Mages Guild in a few hours. I'll be there. Tell the door guard that you're here to see me, and he'll know.
Alright.
She nods to Karma and you and then walks off. And go ahead and both of you roll me a perception DC 30.
Oh, dang.
Holy shit.
Aw, damn. He got it!
Karma, you notice just barely, you notice that she was indeed a half-elf, but you notice something a little bit interesting about her. You could have swore that you noticed scales on her.
Oh, jeez.
You couldn't tell really what, you couldn't really tell what color, but you noticed that there were some places of her skin, because she was wearing a fairly elegant dress, there was just an occasional place here or there, although covered up very well and disguised most likely with makeup or magic, it looked as if though certain areas of her skin had scales.
Does Karma tell Howard this?
What did you say? I didn't hear you. What?
I said, does Karma tell Howard this?
Nope.
What? Well, come on. I mean, I'm gonna meet this woman.
She's still there. In
No.
front of us.
No, she
Walking
walked off.
away.
Well, she walked off, but...
Okay, well, I guess I won't know about the possible danger. Thank you.
You're welcome. So what was that all about, Howard?
Oh, come on. You know me. I'm always helping people out.
Uh-huh.
Karma,
What's
will
so
you,
funny?
Karma, will you tell me your secret? No, I don't trust you. Oh, come on, you should trust me. Karma to Howard. Hey, Howard, will you tell me your secret? No, I don't trust you. Dickwads.
She seems a little bit suspicious. Are you sure you want to go meet her?
Everyone's always a little bit suspicious, but it's not like I got a choice in the matter. But it seems like you've seen something that I missed.
Are we sure she's not in league with the cult?
Well, I won't know until I pry her for a bit more information.
What
But as
made
for
her-
now, it's...
What made her suspicious to me is that my village used to work with the cult.
Huh.
And she said she helps them.
I also didn't like the look of that robe she was wearing.
Oh, you mean the one covering up her scales?
Purple isn't exactly in season right now, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Apparently
Roy,
Howard doesn't even want to hear the information.
yeah, Roy,
No, he's...
you just
Okay, I'm listening. I am listening.
No, I just mentioned it in passing. I said the one covering up her scales.
It was like, wait, what? As he was talking about that. Wait, you think she's a dragon? Like that guy from yesterday?
Don't know. I'm guessing you're going to find out later, though.
Yep, lucky me. Well, you kind of want to tag along with me on this?
I have the feeling that he is suspicious of me already.
Be right back, guys. Alright.
Well, it just seems like whatever she has to tell me might be important for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I can understand if you don't want to be on their radar.
I'm just looking at some stuff while we wait for Bot to come back.
I'm back.
Yeah, he did come back.
No, you're not.
Well, he's back, he's listening.
Barely hear him. Alright. Well,
You're stupid.
I could probably figure out a way to go in there with you, but she did see through my stealth pretty easily out here.
Maybe I can help you a little bit with that.
You're not going to trust me like a man, are you?
No. I meant like I can turn you invisible.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's probably best that I should wait until we get there.
I guess we can see what happens. At the very least, it'll be more interesting than standing around here.
That's the spirit.
So you guys head towards the Mages Guild.
Okay,
And,
but before we're within eyesight, Howard is going to turn Karma invisible.
Okay, are you casting invisibility or greater invisibility?
Which one do you want, Karma?
Well, let's go ahead and go with the better one.
Alright, greater invisibility.
So it means when you act, you won't be... in other words, with normal invisibility, when you attack or do something, you're exposed, it wears off, but with greater invisibility, it doesn't. So you'll be invisible as long as the time persists. So you cast greater invisibility, Karma, you gain a plus 15 to all stealth and silent rolls.
So basically, I just have to crit fail to be seen.
At this point, yeah.
Alright.
Unless someone uses, magic sight or detect. Because invisibility cannot protect you from detect life or arcane sight.
That was my initial stealth roll.
Oh, God. For you.
It's a 33, so
Well-
you got a chance.
Well, we're not there yet. I mean, you didn't even get inside the building.
We just went in eyesight, though.
Well, let me see if any of the two guards outside in front of the Mages Guild see you.
They can probably hear me.
Nope.
They can't see me.
Okay. One of them
Dang.
does manage to hear. He hears the footsteps. And let's see what happens. Above 50 he reacts, below 50 he does not.
Nope.
So he kind of looks up. He kind of says, I could have swore it. Nah, whatever. And he kind of he expects you, and he says, Go on in, Mr. Graves."
Alright, he's gonna go on in.
This is a grave situation.
Well, he goes inside. And is there like a secretary or someone, or like a front desk?
Yeah, you notice, first I gotta describe the guild. The base building is kind of a standard issue, medieval guild building. Nice shingle roof, very elaborately carved wood foundation. But you also notice that the tower in the middle of it stretches out very tall and very far, and it looks out pretty much over all of Waterdeep. And it's a very elaborate kind of silver tower made from almost very well carved marble stone.
So, Howard is going to go up to the front desk.
Or, well, you see a kind of a guy standing up there, a half-orc. He's reading through
Oh, that too.
He's reading through some scripture. And he looks up and he says, "Oh, hello. How can I help you?"
Hi, I'm Howard Graves. I believe the guild leader is wanting to see me.
Ah, yes. You're Miss Cecilia's appointment this evening, right? He goes through a little checkbook. He says, "Yes, yes, yes, yes," and he marks something off with a quill pen. And he says, "Go on up. Her office is the one with the red and green dragons entangled on the door. You'll see that. You'll recognize the symbol. And don't stray anywhere else, please. We need to actually give people permission to wander around here for some areas."
Of course. So Howard heads up.
So you
Is there any
have.
feeling even
You gonna follow?
feeling a bit more suspicious because of all?
I swear to God, you guys time it so perfectly. You like try and talk at the exact same time.
I know it's a curse.
Okay, so
I'll just stay quiet and don't
yeah,
talk.
no. You're Tom. You're okay. So Miss Graves.
Okay, Howard is going to go to her office. And he doesn't like the fact that there's even more dragon imagery here, but what can he do?
So you go up and you kind of start walking up the tower, and you notice that it's kind of weird when you guys go inside and actually enter the tower. From outside, the tower doesn't look that very wide. It looks rather tall, but doesn't look like, it'd have like one or two staircases in it. But when you go inside the tower, it seems to expand and be far, far more larger inside than it looked on the outside.
Interesting.
For example, have you seen that first scene in Harry Potter with all the moving staircases?
Uh-huh.
It kind of looks like that now, and it looks like a big, vast area now with a lot of granite staircases going here or there, people walking around, people going into doorways disappearing.
Magic.
But he did say just go straight up and don't veer off, so.
Well, they're doing just that.
So you go up, and you walk up the spiral staircase for actually a good 5 minutes. And you eventually get to a door, and it has a red and green dragon encrusted around the outer rims, entangled.
This must be the place.
And you see a guard in a kind of a crimson armor stand out front. And he looks at you. Ooh. Yeah, he looks at you. He looks you up and down. He says, "Ah, yes, she's expecting you. Go on in."
Alright. So he goes in.
"Ah, Mr. Graves, sit down, please." You see Celia kind of looking through reading an old, what appears to be an old text. Her office is very elaborate. Looks with a lot of books, old wooden tapestries, what almost looks like a telescope pointing out a window, and a very nice oak wood desk.
Well, he sits down.
And she's wearing a kind of nice red lavish dress. And she's got kind of her shoulders down to her back, almost exposed a little bit, kind of like one of those...
Backless dresses.
not backless, but down to her like upper back. And when she's turned around, she's just says sit down, and she's turned around and she's not paying attention. She's still reading the tapestry. And
Can Howard... Sorry.
yeah, you actually don't even need to roll perception to see this, but you notice that she has, well, they almost look like they used to be wings, but there's two rather nasty looking scars on her back. One going on her right shoulder diagonally down, one going on her left shoulder diagonally down. And there are scales around them. And after a long pause for about maybe 10 or 15 minutes, she says, I hope the scales don't bother you. And she still doesn't even look up from her book.
Well, you tend to see all sorts. Can't get judgmental on anyone.
She closes the book, sets it down, sits down at her chair on the desk and says, so, this mask. And one last little thing here. And... wow. So she kind of looks and she says, this mask is a very powerful artifact that was discovered in the Jade Jungle about a good couple hundred years ago. The Mages Guild ever since then has done a very good job of protecting it and keeping it secret, for its power was extremely great. It was said to be linked to the green chromatic dragons and to possibly even Tiamat herself. But as of current research, out of fear, research for the mask was stopped and it was kept in a very tight vault. As of recently, though, in the Mages Guild we have had some dissent and tyranny spread amongst us. Several of our most prominent members of our guild we found to be cultists of Tiamat and worshippers of the five-headed dragon. And they found a way into the vault due to the fact that they had been prominent members for years and stole the mask. When the mask was stolen a few weeks ago, we started to immediately do as much research on it as we could to find out what the repercussions of this could be. And although the exact details are still somewhat unclear, we do know that the mask allows the wearer to not only call green dragons to them, but mentally and physically dominate them into obeying their will. Any green dragon. Except for Tiamat herself, of course. Nonetheless, this mask could have other powers, and it needs to be retrieved as soon as possible. Your exploits have been very helpful and very great, Mr. Graves, and we would appreciate it if you could get this mask back. Intact if need be, but if necessary to prevent it from falling into the hands of the cult of Tiamat again. If you do find it, and you find yourself possibly being captured, destroy the mask.
Alright.
The mask is located most likely in their main stronghold in the Emerald Forest. Although this is not the main cult of Tiamat, we do know that this is where the leader of the Green Dragon reside of the cult of Tiamat is.
So there's probably going to be a couple of green dragons walking around.
Possibly. No one has been to the center of the Jade Forest in quite some time. Not since the expedition where we found the mask. But we do know the cult of Tiamat resides probably in its center. It's the only place where life can really sustain. The rest of the jungle is somewhat carnivorous.
This seems pretty intense. I mean, I can't exactly get... I mean, it doesn't exactly seem like I can grab this mask and run out in a day.
Perhaps. But if you are able to retrieve this mask and get it to me, I will offer you full scholarship in our guild, and I will add an additional 2,000 gold to your already 5,000 gold pay.
Well, that's generous of you. Although, if I do get this mask back, what are you going to do with it to make sure that no one steals it again?
Most likely destroy it. At least I want to. The other council members are very stubborn in some of their old ways, but I wish to merely destroy it.
Well, it sounds like it's for the best.
It is.
Can I do a sense motive to see if she's telling the truth?
Yes, you may.
Ah, dang it.
You can. Yeah.
What?
Hang on.
Howard, you can't really tell whether or not Karma. You can discern that she is telling the truth. She is hiding something, but she definitely does seem to be honest about wanting to destroy the mask.
Oh, Alice is back. Well, I guess that means she's probably not a bad guy. Probably.
That didn't mean that.
He's like, well, Howard kind of looks over at her and he's like, well, getting myself killed trying to get this mask is a lot better than just being someone's errand boy for the rest of my life. So, I'll do it.
Good. And she says, return here with the jade mask and tell no one of this.
Of course.
If you have people aiding you in this endeavor, do not let them know about it. The mask can tend to have negative properties. Don't stare at it for too long. Keep it covered.
Howard would like a map of this area.
She draws out the best. She's like, she hands you a parchment after searching through her desk for a bit, and she said, "This is the most accurate map of the Jade Forest that we have."
All right. Well, I'll make sure to do my best.
She nods and says, "You may go."
Alright, so Howard's gonna head out.
Is there anything suspicious in the room?
Roll me a perception, Sean. DC 30.
Damn.
Ooh, can I try?
You're not looking for anything in particular like he is, so the DC
Oh,
will be.
can I kind of take a last moment to kind of look around?
Yeah, go ahead. DC 30.
Ah! God damn it.
Yeah,
I'm being an awful detective right now.
her desk is pretty cluttered, so it's kind of hard to spot anything out of the ordinary. You guys don't see anything.
Yeah, let's just keep going.
I'm gonna follow him out.
So you follow out, and you guys see Rex kind of moseying about as you guys get out of the guild.
Hey there, Rex. How you doing?
Right, sorry, I've been kind of facing out all the time. What happened?
I've been given a job to go into the green jungle and get the green jade mask that can control the green dragons.
Alright, what was my mission again? There's a small town outside the Jade Forest.
Yeah, Northshire.
Northshire, alright, got it. Anyway,
Oh, that's where we're going.
yeah, Rex does give you a rather stern look. Almost like he just want to snap that little trick, that Twinkletoe. But does he find Kenshi?
Actually, you see Kenshin walking up with the man you saw earlier the previous night. I think you caught his name as Alistair.
Yeah. So the whole gang is grip up.
We haven't found Davy yet. I'm sure Davy might be here any second because she's in roll 20.
I've tried asking what's going on and nobody's told me anything.
Well, I told you!
Okay, well, basically, to sum it up on pause here, Rex, Emily Graves, and Karma were all given assignments by their respective contacts, well, with the exception of Karma. But basically, Rex was given an assignment to go see what's going on in the town of Northshire, a few miles up north here, just outside the Emerald Forest, where cultists of Tiamat have been kidnapping people and using them as sacrifices.
Okay.
And Emily and Karma have found out that a jade mask was stolen from the Mages Guild in Waterdeep, and apparently it's unbelievably powerful. And so he was told to retrieve it and, if possible, destroy it.
Okay.
And Rex found a mysterious hooded man that was kind of slinking off in the council meeting room, but I'm sure he's not important.
And other than that, nothing much happened because Davi kind of slept in.
Okay.
But your story will happen very soon here, because as Karma and Emily are just coming out of the guild and talking with Rex, they notice that Kenshin and Alistair are kind of jogging up to them. And Kenshin just kind of nods, and Alistair's the first to speak, and he holds up a little parchment. He says, hello. Hey, have any of you seen Davi around?
I thought you would know where she was.
I told her to meet me at the guild this morning, but is something wrong? Was everything okay last night? And then
We pretty much cleaned up.
And then he kind of slaps his forehead and he's like, "She slept in." And then he says, "Excuse me," and he jogs over to the inn. And then Kenshin kind of looks up at you all and he says, "Well, we may have some aid from the local Fighters Guild to help us out. They are sending several teams into the Jade Forest to do scouting missions and recon, and they are sending Alistair and one other to aid in our endeavors."
Huh. Another person?
Yes, I believe his name is Osiris.
Pretty interesting name.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry,
Like,
Debbie. He heads over to your place. I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
Okay.
Because he was at the council meeting and he told you to meet him there and you slept in, so he goes over to your house. And I believe you had a place at the guild, right? Or was that elsewhere?
At the academy, yeah.
Yeah. So you're sleeping in the academy bed, and then all of a sudden you hear a quack, quack, quack on your door. Davy?
I'm gonna... Is it like an aggressive knock, or is it just like a tap, tap?
Well, you hear the
at my
knock,
door?
but then you hear Alistair's voice outside.
Drowsily, she's what?
Davi, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
So?
Well, we were going to talk about the cult of Tiamat, the council meeting, Aiden going to help maybe, all that. Do you not remember that? As he kind of...
Damn it.
As he kind of sounds almost frantic.
You were supposed to wake me up beforehand. She's gonna kind of...
He says, "What do you think I am, stupid?"
She's gonna go over, open the door to let him in, and then walks to the kitchen.
He kind of comes in, and he says, "Well, the council meeting went fairly well. The guild has agreed to help the city council of Waterdeep to rid the threat of the cult of Tiamat, due to the fact of our shortage of armed personnel. However, the guild has made a few requests, as has the city of Waterdeep, but everything came out in the end, and we are sending recon teams from the guild and combined forces of the city of Waterdeep into the Jade Forest to do recon. We have an assignment, and they're willing to pay quite a bit. 5,000 gold.
Ooh. But doesn't recon involve being sneaky?
Not necessarily. Mostly just mapping out the area due to the fact that not many people have been in the Jade Forest in a few hundred years. Nice little ploy for adventure.
So, by the way, out of context, if you need to try and prod Davi to do anything, just say there's going to be lots of fighting.
Oh, yeah. Well, he also did say, well, he's going to get to that in a moment with what's on the parchment. But he says, I think you might want to hear this.
What?
And he says, well, actually, why don't you read it for yourself? And he hands you the parchment. And it is a note from the village of Northshire, which you know to be about a good 5 miles north of the city of Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically an SOS, or request for help, saying that Northshire is under attack by the cult of Tiamat, and, need help right now. That's why I was so frantic. And he says, you notice he's in somewhat of a pant, and for Alistair being in the unbelievably good shape that he is and being a giant paladin, seeing him being tired is somewhat, whoa, he must have been running.
Yeah. Like, why didn't you tell me there was fighting? I would have been totally dressed and ready to go.
And
why didn't you start with that?
He kind of says, well, maybe I should have. Sometimes I forget about your hobbies.
It's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle.
He raises an eyebrow.
You of all people should know this.
Oh, I'm well aware. It's just sometimes I still can't believe it myself. As he says, as he says with a chuckle.
Okay, she's gonna go upstairs and get all of her stuff, and there's gonna be a lot of clunking and whatnot, and yeah.
He says, how much stuff do you still have up there from the last expedition?
All of it?
Wait, what? You carried all of that up there?
Why not?
Wait a minute. Is my old armor up there still? I've been looking for that forever.
You're welcome to come look.
And you hear footsteps come up the stairs. And he starts rummaging around. He stops. He doesn't notice that for a moment, and let's see if he actually does notice. What's his perception? There we go.
God!
So he doesn't notice at first, but then he stops, and then he turns and stares at the wall, and he says, sorry, I'll wait. And he's just looking at the wall.
Wait for what? I'm just getting dressed.
Yeah, it's okay, yeah. He turns and looks around again.
And then Howard walks by and says, hey, Alistair, didn't know you were here for the peep show.
He runs you through with his sword. And no, not his sword there. His actual sword. Metal sword. No, he after you get dressed, he turns around. And he's just he kind of looks he almost looks as if though he's turning into a tiefling with how red he is, but he's really viewing the scales of justice.
That's a good one.
Because to become the big strong paladin that was, he drank his milk as a kid. So he needs to go drink his milk to get strong. But he needs the all natural kind, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
We have fun.
I'm sorry. Okay, going back. He looks rather flustered, but he's cool with it. I mean, you've known him forever, so he's not.
Aw, look, you're even glowing a different color this time.
He kind of looks and he says, well, it's just. Anyway, and he starts looking around. Then he looks around. He says, "How much stuff do you have in here? I can barely move."
I told you, all of it.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that the fighting tournament, first place fighting tournament trophy last year? That's mine! What's it doing here? Davi.
You left it here?
He kind of looks at you with a look. He says, and he puts it into his duffel thing, and he says, out of all the times that we have fought, Davi, in competition or outside of competition, why can't you just let that one fight go? I beat you fair and square, and you know it.
It's shiny, though.
He raises an eyebrow. Oh, by the way, we've been, if you want, he kind of looks still looks a little bit red. I haven't been told this by Headmaster Sid, but I could accompany you on your this expedition in Northshire, and possibly I remember your friends saying something about doing some cultist slaying in the Emerald Forest, and I was wondering if I could accompany you. I mean, we haven't gone on an adventure in like 6 months.
I thought you were.
Well, I've kind of been assigned by Headmaster Sid to do some patrolling, and you know how much I hate to do that. I would rather go and deal with this problem at the heart, since it feels like I would actually get something done. He's having me stay in Waterdeep for basic guard patrol, and I don't feel that... I feel that my talents could be used elsewhere. And if I did go with you, I'd be going against Headmaster Sid, and yes, I know I would get the beating of my life, but I'd see that as outweighing the downsides. God, I cannot speak tonight.
I don't understand why they can't just put the, first class, your highest class in charge of doing guard patrols. I mean, they're good enough as it is.
That was what was strange to me, too. I actually personally requested to go with you into the Jade Forest, and Sid said no. I don't know why. He's being a little bit strange these past few days. He didn't attend the council meeting either. He always attends the council meetings. Every one.
That does sound strange.
He also has locked himself in his office and hasn't come out for at least 6 hours. Not to mention, we've been hearing strange noises come from his office.
Oh, dear.
And then he pauses and says, "Stranger than usual."
Sean, shut your mouth. I know what you're thinking. You don't have to. I can hear your mind all the way from over here.
It's like
Me too.
I can feel your mind. No.
Trust me, you don't want to do that.
For some reason, I can't speak tonight. I don't know what it is. But he says, and I know it's strange. I know going against Headmaster Sid is probably a bad idea, but I don't know why he hasn't assigned me. Actually, what's even stranger is that he assigned, he assigned several people to go with you. He looks in his thing for another parchment, and he says he assigned, and he helps you as he's finished as he helps put on your armor. He says, "Oh yeah, he called Osiris from the Thieves Guild to help out. I don't think you've ever worked with him before, have you?"
I don't think so. His name sounds vaguely familiar.
He's a his cause is just to the downfall of Tiamat. But he also assigned, this is gonna probably make you angry.
Okay.
He's assigned Pai Mei to go help you, if you accept going to Northshire.
Which one was she again?
Him,
Him?
Pai Mei, the guy from Kill Bill, the old man.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Why does he have to come?
He kind of he kind of looks and he says, I told him. I tried. Believe me, I've been a little bit confused these past few days. Headmaster Sid has not been acting himself, but I tried. I honestly tried. Oh, and he also assigned Sarah to us, but you and her have worked together before, and we always get along good. She helps us out. A good tracker.
Yeah. Alright. Well,
And let's see, who else did
let
he
me
assign?
gather the rest of
Who else did he assign? Trying to remember. Oh yes, he also assigned Jace to us.
Jace.
He's actually fairly new, but in just the few months that he's been here, he's soared in the ranks of the mages aspect of the guild, and he's become quite a potent wizard and sorcerer. He's looking to make a name for himself, but nonetheless, I've worked with him on a few missions. He can be trusted.
Okay.
It's not so much the fact that Headmaster Sid, I think, doesn't distrust your new allies that you recently met, but he wants members of the guild to be on this one. He was very explicit about sending these certain members too. I don't know what's going through his head.
It's understandable.
Perhaps. Nonetheless, he is acting quite different, and I don't understand why. Something's troubling him. I wonder if it has anything...
There has to be something going on.
Perhaps the thundering call that we heard yesterday could have been something due to it. According to the big heads in the Mage Guild, that was the call of the dragons. Summoning the dragons to Northshire.
Oh, fantastic.
Or at least the northern mountains. And whenever the dragon call is boomed, it is usually the sign of, either the coming of Bahamut or the coming of Tiamat. And we both know that one of those is probably the more likely.
Yeah.
But I have the group ready, and your friends are meeting outside the Mages Guild to discuss their exploits in this. But that gives us a decent, strong party.
By the way, here you go.
Oh, thank you. I'm looking everywhere for that. Say, how did you acquire this?
You left it here a couple months ago.
He kind of raises an eyebrow and he says, "Did I?"
You did, actually. Remember when you fell asleep on my couch?
He kind of looks. He turns red again. And he says, "I never did that.
Uh-huh.
I did not.
You say so.
I had a few drinks, and I was slightly warm. I was not drunk."
No, but you were glowing.
He just turns red and doesn't say anything. He says, well, he says, the others are waiting in the guild hall, and your friends are probably on their way if Kenshin tells them everything that I told him. This will give us a good party of 10 to go out and scout.
Holy crap.
We should be more than enough to take them on. Of course, we have our own
It's supposed
assignment.
to be a recon job. A group of 10 is going to be ridiculous.
That's what I told Sid. But, and he kind of goes along, almost, you both almost nod in agreement, but he wasn't making much sense. He says, however, me, Osiris, Sarah, Jason, Paimei have been given their own assignment, which means they may split off from you and your friends sometime during this to do their own thing. They've been told, I believe it was, what was it? They have an item to retrieve from the Jade Forest. I can't remember what it was, but Headmaster Sid wants them to recover something.
That's interesting.
Something about a mask. A jade mask.
Oh no.
Can she do like a knowledge check or something?
Knowledge local or knowledge history?
Alright.
Because I know you have knowledge local.
Alright, give me a second.
Damn it, Kenshin, why are you so big today?
Good, you're pretty big too.
Okay.
I'm just giving everyone a clear picture of what all the characters look like.
But I showed everyone what my character.
Yeah, I know. I'm just getting him bigger. So
It doesn't look a thing like his picture.
he doesn't. I know.
No, it doesn't.
Because she's cut her hair short. So basically, you got to imagine this without the long red hair and, more of the flat top kind of hairstyle.
And the suits that he wears.
Yep.
Say true to that.
Well, leather trench coats. Because suits aren't really, that prominent.
Well. Oh yeah.
Really? Jace Valerian?
Why not? He's a good wizard.
You better not start milling me.
He mills you for 10 cards. No, he mills you. He mills you for 10 points of Constitution damage.
Knowledge local. Okay. Not 1d2. The hell.
So roll 1d20 plus your wisdom modifier plus 2.
Oh, okay.
Why are you so bitchy today?
There we go. That's
Okay.
better.
So you remember that you did hear a rumor about a jade mask a long time ago that the Mages Guild, it had actually been stolen from the Mages Guild,
Mm-hmm.
and that there was quite a big deal about it. But then all of a sudden, after a few weeks after it was stolen, everyone just kind of shut up about it, and it's been 2 years.
Interesting. So,
She said it
Do
was
I
stolen
know-
recently.
Do I know what this mask does?
There was rumor going around that it controlled green dragons, allowed you to dominate them. However, there is one thing that's also striking that you notice.
Mm-hmm.
The mask does belong to the Mages Guild, so why does Headmaster Sid want to go get it?
Yeah, that seems very suspicious to me. That's why I'm like, So she's gonna try and pester Alistair for more answers, like if Sid mentioned why he was looking for the mask or anything.
He said it was of the utmost importance that we retrieve it. That's all he said.
He didn't say why?
He did not. I tried to pester him myself to get more information, and then he shooed me out of his office.
Huh. Because, you remember when it was stolen a couple years ago, and it actually belongs to the Mages Guild. Why does Master Sid want the mask for himself?
I don't know.
Seems rather
I do have every full intention of returning it to the Mages Guild myself, but I don't know. But Headmaster Sid's, I don't know. He kind of looks down for a moment and kind of squints his eyes, and he says, "I don't know what's been going on, but to tell you frankly, Davi, I don't even know who to trust anymore. I've been kind of... They've had tyranny in the Mages Guild. They've had tyranny in the Fighters Guild. There have been people converting to the cult of Tiamat. There have been dragons sighted in the north. Cult of Tiamat's allied with the Iceborne Giants. It's getting out of hand, and something needs to be done now. So, in all honesty, Headmaster Sid did not assign Osiris, Sarah, or Paimei to us, but I felt that with more people, we can get far more done. And I know that our job is to do just a scouting party, and I know this kind of goes against my overall faith, but the more cultists that I kill, the better.
I agree.
So I called Sarah, Paimei, and Osiris because they were the most powerful of their respective professions, and I trust them.
Okay. Well, let's get going, since...
I just hope these new friends of yours are also as trustworthy as they are.
I don't know. They pretty much took up arms when I didn't even ask them to.
That's a good sign, then.
Because in all honesty, they could have tried to fight me, but instead they fought who I was fighting, which was rather odd.
He nods. Well then, if we are ready, and he picks up his pack, then we may go.
Alrighty. She's gonna kind of rumble downstairs and kind of turn everything off and kind of wait for him to go through the door so she can close her door and lock it.
He walks out, and you see down in the main hall, you see Paimei, Osiris, Sarah, and Jace. Or you don't really recognize Jace, but you can see by Alistair's recognition of him that that's probably Jace.
I was not prepared to see him so soon.
Paimei kind of looks up and he flicks his beard and he says, "Oh, we have the whelp joining us today."
Well, that'll kick your ass.
Well, tell me, Davi, are you still enjoying the bruise I gave you last week on your face? I told you need to...
I don't know if you noticed, but I don't bruise.
I told you need to arch your back more when you thrust forward with your sword so your second sword arm opens up. But you refuse to listen.
Yes, well, I wasn't trained in your style of fighting.
He says, no, you hide behind swords. I use a fist.
Yes, well, I can use claws.
Ooh. And he kind of goes, ooh. Nonetheless, I will not be able to instruct you on our journey, as for there is greater matters at hand.
Good.
Although, perhaps, may I... And he kind of strokes his beard a little more, and he says, may I provide a small contest before we leave in front of the others, so that we won't have you back out of it again?
We have more pressing matters than having a contest right now.
He kind of nods, and he says, so be it. I still bet I can kill more cultists of Tiamat than you. I'll be keeping score.
Whatever.
Everyone nods and leaves.
Davi's still gonna kind of mumble under her breath. Let's see, hold on. I have so many different languages. Abyssal.
Abyssal?
Yep.
He's proficient in Abyssal. No, I'm just kidding. So, you all go towards the inn where the others were staying. And going da-da-da-da as that was all going on.
James! Stew!
What?
He's at the inn, right?
Oh yeah, well I know I need to go because all that was happening with you and Alistair.
Oh, okay.
Kenshin was telling Karma, Rex, and Graves about what was going to happen.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind.
So Kenshin basically tells Karma, Rex, and Graves that he wishes to join them, and that several members of the local Fighters Guild are sending people to aid us. Possibly we'll wind up splitting up because they have their own agenda, as do we have our own, but going in with a bigger group would probably be a wise idea, considering as how we may clearly be quite outnumbered when we go. I agree to these terms. I was asking if you all do.
You agree to your own terms? Well, that's interesting.
These aren't my terms. I'm merely delivering the terms to you. Just shut up. He stabs you. You die. Make a new character. I can't fucking speak tonight. I know. My English is really stupid tonight. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm just sick today. I've had food poisoning for a couple days now, so.
That sucks.
Yeah,
That sucks.
I've been like I literally slept this morning for like 4 extra hours that I normally don't do. And then I got up at 12, studied till 2, and then went to sleep again. So I'm clearly not feeling too well today. I'm sorry my English sucks, but I'm doing my best I can. So he asks, do you all agree? Are you willing to work with these people? They seem to be good people. And their desire to bring down the cult is just like ours.
Well, I don't have anything more interesting to do.
Very well.
Well, if they want to come with us, then I won't stop them.
Yep. So, Davi, now you arrive at the inn.
Bust through the door. James, I require more of your magnificent stew.
You bust through the door and you hit Kenshin with it, and he falls forward into a chair, and he says, "Ah!"
Oops. Sorry.
He says,
I
"None
see our
take."
boisterous dragon friend has joined us.
You know, Kenshin, I told you not to stand by the door.
He says, "Yeah," and I'm just gonna lay here for a moment.
Especially not in the
Okay, buddy.
You gotta speak up, Sean.
I said, especially not in a city that has her in it.
James kind of goes, yeah, I thought you might be here, so yeah, I whipped up a batch early this morning. I hope better eat well before you go. Make sure your rations are packed too.
I already got him.
And he serves everyone a bowl of stew.
Sweet. How much?
He says, I'll tell you what, if any of you bring me back a few robes of the Colts of Tiamat and show that you killed some of those, this soup is on the house.
Done.
So you guys,
Why are you not planning on wearing those robes?
oh no. I'll burn them, that's what I'll do. But you all eat and rest up. And the party of 10 sets out. And you guys exit the city of Waterdeep. It's a fairly nice day. There's not too many clouds anymore. The rain seems to have passed, but the ground is fairly damp from the leftover storms. And you do all notice, though, that even though the sun is out and it's shining and it's very bright, it's still really cold.
That's unsettling.
And you notice that as you get closer north, you can see remnants of snow on the ground.
Is it winter?
It's not winter.
What time of year is it?
It's not winter. It's actually going into spring.
Oh, if it's going into spring, snow's not that uncommon.
No. What's weird, though, is that the previous days, it was raining nonstop, and it was very warm. And now there's just snow on the ground. And it's not even snowing. And it's sunny outside, and even though it's really cold, snow is just not... It's like... It seems a bit out of place.
You've never lived in Maryland.
Or Washington.
Well, let's put it this way. The normal
Anyway.
weather for Waterdeep is usually quite warm, so the fact that it's this cold is a little bit unsettling.
Okay.
Because it is a trade town near the ocean. And even though it tends to be cold, it's never this cold.
Is there anybody that has like a horse or something that they're riding?
Majority of the people have horse, except for Pai Mei.
Okay.
Kenshin has his own war horse, and I assume most everyone else has at least a traveling horse. I don't know if Rex does. Does Rex have a horse?
Paime's walking on his hands.
He walks.
Okay.
He doesn't need horse.
Okay, so Dobby's gonna give her pack to Alistair,
He takes it.
and then
I don't
she's
know
gonna,
either.
she's gonna take to the sky
Alright.
and kind of scout a little bit.
So you kind of fly around, and you notice that you can actually, since you guys have been traveling for a bit, you can start to see the town of Northshire come into sight. And since you're high up now, would you roll me a perception?
Sure. Bam.
You can see that there is smoke coming from the village of Northshire.
Oh, fantastic. Can I see what's causing the smoke other than, a fire?
No, but you already got it with this perception, but everyone else go ahead and roll me a perception.
Yay!
Damn.
So anyone who got above a 21...
Tom?
Everybody.
Oh, or perception. Sorry, I kind of just been not paying
Rolling
attention.
perception. Yep.
You did.
So yeah, everyone hears a great roar.
Regurg, it's a dragon.
I
And-
look over to Darby.
And most of you know that definitely sounds like a dragon roar.
That's why I look over to Darby.
Or up to
Were
Dobby.
you looking over? She's up in the air.
Yeah, look up.
Can I possibly tell what kind of dragon it is by its call?
You can roll me a knowledge dungeoneering or knowledge nature.
Can I roll one too? Because I got a good dungeoneering.
Yes. Anyone who wishes to try and identify this may roll a dungeoneering or a knowledge dungeoneering, knowledge nature. DC 25. Because it's kind of hard to tell by the roar.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Howard.
So close.
Yeah, Howard, you can tell that you think it's definitely a chromatic dragon roar, but you don't know what color.
Well, judging from the snow, it could be white.
Hmm. How far is everybody from the town?
You guys are about a good mile out. Now that it's coming into view, you guys can see that there are quite a few armed men wearing green robes with the symbol of the cult of Tiamat on the back.
Fantastic.
Okay, Dobby's gonna scout out, like, really high above the town. If there's any weak points that they could enter in.
Alright, roll me a perception. Okay, the village of Northshire seems to be somewhat open and outskirts on a hill, so it's actually a pretty advantageous spot. In other words, it's like, there's not many weak areas to it because you can kind of see people, like it's pretty vast and open, so you can see a lot of people, like if someone tried to attack you, you'd be able to see them coming.
Okay. Is there any choke points or anything?
It looks like really the center of town, kind of the only one, but there's not really too many choke points due to the fact that it was kind of built with raids in mind. So it looks like it was built to where you can't really choke anyone into a place unless you go to the center of town.
Okay. Alright, well, she's gonna rejoin the group. And kind of start walking again.
Getting my map here.
Holy shit.
Just giving you guys a basic point of reference, I guess.
Like, did you see anything?
Yeah, a lot of people. And not very advantageous for us.
Were they all part of the cult of Tiamat?
It looks like it. They all have green robes on.
Fantastic. And from the sound of that roar, it seems like they could have a white dragon with them.
That's okay. I took care of the other one. I can take care of this one.
Well, yeah, but that guy was like... He wasn't like a dragon. He was just kind of a dragon.
Hey, the dragon's a dragon.
Well, if you say so. I mean, you're more of a dragon than me.
That's right. Don't you forget it.
Well, how could I?
Rexler's going.
And so are you guys going to head into town like immediately? Are you going to charge in or?
Sean, did you piss off one of your cats?
She stole my seat, and I came back to push her out of it.
Well, I'm just gonna listen to what you guys have planned because normally Rex just gonna go up and just wreck shit, but he's willing to listen to what the plan is.
That's pretty much Dobby's plan.
I type in bad guys to roll 20 to look for tokens, and it gives me a picture of a jet.
What?
Alright, we're gonna fight a jet. It was a jet the whole time, not a dragon. Silly us.
Hey, they were the same.
Yes.
Alright. So there's 6 over here. Over in this area. What are those?
Casters, probably.
Just to let you guys know, this is a big fight coming up.
Fuck.
Fit.
Fantastic.
What will I do with my blinding rays? And cantrips?
Alright, so you guys are going to run up.
I'm thinking that maybe I could try and throw an AoE magic attack at them.
Alright, well,
probably a good idea.
let's do this. Everyone roll a stealth roll. Anyone who gets over a 25 or over gets a surprise round. Everyone else will roll initiative as normal.
Can I attack from above?
Yeah. You'll gain a slight advantage when you attack, and then when you attack, you'll land.
Yeah.
Did you say 25 or higher?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'm not going. You know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So first things first, before I have everyone roll initiative, Karma and Howard, you may act as a surprise round. On a surprise round, you may do one action. A move, a standard, or a minor. Usually just a standard or a move.
Okay,
Damn
let's
it.
do it magic.
I'm gonna go into stealth.
Alright?
I'm up in the air, by the way.
I'll put a thing on you to tell you you're in the air.
Okay.
Okay, so you roll and you may move, Sean.
Alright. Where am I in relation to all these things? Let's see.
You guys are about... Since you guys are charging up, you guys are about 40 feet from most of the front guys.
Alright. Hey, get out of that! I'm trying to fold those, damn it.
Oh dear.
She just had this look on her face like, I'm in your clothes, bitch. What are you gonna do about it? Because when you're a bitch.
Like, yeah, well.
I can try and do a mass daze on them.
Roll it. Do it. Do it.
So what
You
spell
have to roll
what spell are you casting?
daze mass. Well, they have to roll their, like, will save.
Okay, what's your DC? It's
19.
19. Okay, so where
Uh-huh.
so draw. Look at the draw shape tool, and go ahead and show me what area you're hitting, or how big is it? Like how many feet does it say it is?
Yeah, I guess it says 30 feet.
So where do you want to center it?
I guess around here.
Okay.
Not sure I'm. Oh wait, is each square 5 feet?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a 30-foot radius would be. So if you're going to center it on this guy, it would stretch out to there. And then it would stretch down to there.
So
Well,
pretty
that's
much everybody on that side of the screen.
Yep, so go ahead and...
All right.
I'll draw a square around them here. All the people who are affected. So they all need to roll a will of 19.
Uh-huh.
So first up is the bandits. Ten.
Fail.
So 1. So fail, succeed, succeed,
Yeah.
succeed, fail,
Okay.
fail, fail,
Fail.
fail,
Fail.
fail, and finally the wizard. Fail.
Fail.
So I will.
Fantastic. I got most of them.
So let's see. There were 1, 2, 3 that succeeded. So I'll put marks on the ones who failed.
I'm sorry. What did you cash?
I cast daze.
Oh, okay.
And so when they are dazed, they can only make one action. Okay.
Oh, the wizard guy. Is that... Which one? Is this the wizard?
Yes.
Okay.
This chick succeeded. So you notice that they appear to all be cultists of Tiamat, and they were wearing bright green robes. And with that, go ahead and roll initiative. Davi, you'll get a +2 to your initiative.
Sweet.
Mm. 10. Yay.
+2.
Yes.
Coming to eat? Yeah, I will. +2, correct?
Yes.
Damn it.
Well, mine was even worse.
Oh, none of us can roll over a 10.
But you mean a 20?
So Rex, go ahead and roll your initiative. And I'll have Kenshin roll his.
Oh, okay. I see the issue. No, good one.
Now for the cultist. So to make this easy, I'm just going to have the thugs go on the same initiative. Let's see what the thugs get. 18. Their dexterity is not as good as yours, Karma, so they will go after you. Now I will have the knights roll. They get 5. Because they blow. And you notice some of them are in fairly decent leather-looking armor, but others are wearing pretty heavy plate armor. And then lastly but not least, the wizards. Okay, first up, we got Rex.
Oh, alright. Alright. Who does he?
You see basically what's lying before you with a village kind of on fire.
Okay, so where am I? Where am I? Alright, there I am. Alright, let's see. Alright, first, I will put on my rage.
Alright.
That's a reaction.
Mhm.
Is using battle cry free action too?
One is a free, one's a minor, so yeah. So yes, you may battle cry, giving your allies a +2 to fear bonuses. And a +1 to attack and damage, yeah, I remember.
Okay. And I'm gonna charge the closest mother hobbit.
That would be this night.
Other
Hmm?
Oh, wow, actually, ironically, that guy's closer.
Yeah, plus there are two guys there, so more people, more fun.
So move your token.
Yeah, I did move. And
Okay.
I will use power attack. So let's see. So, oh, okay. That pretty much canceling out. Okay, so I can math, science. Alright.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Did the first one hit?
Believe it or not, no.
What?
You attack the knights, right? Yeah,
everyone.
that misses. Both miss.
Alright.
What the hell has an AC that high?
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I'm screwed.
Well, no, because they kind of blow, but... Karma, you're up.
How can something that has an AC higher than 28 blow?
Not much health.
What do these things look like?
They look kind of like... well, roll me a quick knowledge, knowledge
I
nature.
don't have any knowledge skills.
You don't have any knowledge? Then roll me a d20 plus your wisdom modifier.
I roll a knowledge engineering.
Well, it's not your turn yet.
Okay.
So, Karma, you recognize them to be drow casters.
Oh boy. What's the guy in...
That's actually a woman. She appears to be a woman fighter. She kind of looks like the knights, but she's not in quite as heavy of armor.
And I'm assuming this is just standard mage.
Yeah, he looks like a caster. All in robes and armor of the dragon of the cult of the dragon, with exception of the drow women. They're the only ones not wearing robes of the cult of Tiamat.
Alright. And these ones just look like standard grunts.
Yeah, they're like wearing leather armor. They've got wooden shields, scimitars.
I'm gonna go up there.
Yeah, Tom, when you try to attack him, he throws up his big heavy shield, and your hammer smashes into his shield.
I think it was just. Wait. Rage. Do they give me immediate bonus attack on hits?
It's a
My
bonus.
God.
It's a bonus to attack and damage, but you
Oh,
already.
how much? How much
Your rage adds your it adds your charisma modifier to your.
Hold on. Let's see. The first attack will be 31 then.
Still misses.
They
Alright.
have an AC higher than 31?
Oh wait a minute. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm. They're only CR rating 6. I'm dead serious.
That book is bullshit.
It's okay, because
Actually, I'm able to move over there because of my light steps. I'm
Alright.
using the full round movement.
all right.
I'm going to be standing in the shadows though.
All right. Is that all you're doing?
Yeah, I'm still stealth.
Okay. The thugs will go. knights will hold position and kind of just move up slightly. And then Kenshin will go. He's going to kind of protect Emily and go over here and attack this guy twice. Oh, he actually is going to attack once here. So plus 17. Let's see, does that hit him? Oops. These guys are the thugs. Oh wait, no, he's got plus 16. What am I saying? So that's 21. So yeah, that does hit. Yeah, 16, because he's got 10. Yeah, 16, then 11. So he hits. And he's going to do his damage. He's going to use his bleeder attack. Now he's going to roll his second attack. That also hits with a bleed. No. This isn't you. This is Kenshin attacking this guy.
Okay.
Right here, he's going to attack both these guys. Okay. And you see Kenshin go up, slice this guy in two, and then slice this guy in two. Is Davi back yet? Apparently not.
She was distracted by real life food.
Yep, so we will go to the wizards. And they're going to roll a perception to see if they can see you, Sean.
Oh god, they better not.
31.
Oh damn it. I think that might be enough to see me. What did I roll? I rolled a 31. Wait, defender went.
No, not in terms of that. Well, wait, they're taking a minus because they're in battle and they're not focused, so no, they don't see you.
Oh, good.
That's close.
So this one is going to spout a spell fireball at Rex. Or, I'm sorry, just a standard single scorching ray. So Rex, go ahead and roll me a reflex save with a DC of.
Do race give a bonus?
Not to reflex, it's to will.
Say what, mate? Say what?
Yeah, you avoid it, so this will only be half damage.
Why did I roll a crit on my attack? Man,
So you take 4 damage as you're hit with a scorching ray. And then the other wizard is going to move and cast Shroud. And then this girl is just going to step to guard the wizard. And with that, it is Emily's turn.
Okay.
Actually, what am I saying? The knights couldn't have moved. Their initiative's last.
Alright.
They're
Those,
expert.
okay. Are those 4 guys right over here going to cast Wall of Flame?
Oh, nice.
Lined up like little ducks.
How many feet?
Well, it says 20, so just those 4 guys.
Okay. So what do they need to roll?
Well, it just says duration, concentration, +1 rounds.
And so they start their turn in it, they take the damage. How much damage are they taking?
I think it doesn't really say.
It should.
Just says effect. Well, I know it should. It says on most of the other ones, but it's like a mobile blazing current of shimmering violet fire springs to existence. It says the target area.
I'll look it up here.
Yeah, it just doesn't say. I don't know why.
Are you looking at it at your character sheet or on your spell list?
On the character sheet.
I gave you the spell list. You should look it up on that one. Points of fire damage to creatures within 10 feet of it, and let's see. Dealing 2d4 points of fire damage to creatures within 10 feet and 1d4 points of fire damage to those past 10 feet, running 12. The wall deals this damage when it appears, and to all creatures in area you turn each round. In addition, the wall deals 2d6 points of fire damage plus 1 point of fire damage per caster level. So it deals 2d4 plus 2d6 plus your caster level, which I believe is 9.
Yep.
So it deals 2d4 plus 2d6 plus 9.
And it sounded like it hits this guy too, because he's within 10 feet.
Yep, but he doesn't get hit by the d6, he gets hit by the d4. So roll the d4 first. Roll 2d4. That is 4. Okay. This guy is bloodied.
That was fast.
And you roll the 2d6 plus 9 for these guys. They're all dead. They all burst into flames and catch fire and die screaming.
Emily just kind of snaps her fingers towards it like Roy Mustang, like bam.
And with that, we are back up to Rex.
Oh, hi. Alright.
Did I just hear Alice?
Alice, if you're here, type.
Right, your turn.
Guess she just misses a turn.
Alright. So, what is around me?
Those guys.
What the hell is that? What is that?
That's a bandit guy that I kind of hurt with my fire.
So he's on fire.
No, the guy next to you is
Yes.
hurt. Okay, Davi, if you're back, go ahead and you may act.
Alright, she can go first.
Yay! Okay.
Actually, go ahead and act twice because we had to skip over you one.
That's fine. I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm up in the air, and take it this guy over here has just got nobody by him.
Yeah, he's a knight. He was hit by Roy's day spell.
Okay, so he's just kind of standing there.
Yep.
Okay. She's gonna go and land on him
Okay.
and attack twice.
All right.
Let's see. Plus...
Oh yeah, and guys, don't ever forget about your tattoo powers.
I'm looking at
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
well, my tattoo power is just the element blood, right?
And it's the extra 2 rages. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. 18, 19. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Miss.
What?
Yep.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's the knight, right?
Hey.
Yeah, that's a miss.
I rolled a 31.
Yay!
Miss.
What?
I'm not
rolled
even
a
kidding.
Yeah, what the fuck, bot?
Okay.
W.
Well, no. If you guys want me to read it here? These guys
Yes.
are,
Yeah.
these are the knights. Then don't worry about it, because when you hear what their stats are, you're actually going to laugh, and you're going to realize how easy they're going to be to kill. Human advanced times 3 half green dragons. In other words, they're half dragons. Green dragon knights of the cult of Tiamat. Initiative +7, senses, low light vision, dark vision 60 feet, perception +6. AC 33, touch 17,
Fuck.
flat-footed 26, HP 23. You hit these guys once, they are going to die. Fortitude 11.
Well, so if I'm dropping from above, wouldn't that catch them flat-footed?
No, because even though they're dazed, they came out and they stepped into a defensive stance because they couldn't do anything, so they got dazed, and he kind of just came out going, "Oh, I'm holding my shield," and he's just watching for stuff. Because they're trying to make their way over to Emily, but because they've got such a slow movement speed and they're dazed, they can't really do anything, so they're kind of just sitting ducks. But they don't get flat-footed for that. If you were flanking...
Even when she's... even if she's coming from above, though?
If he's attacking from above, he can still see you because he perceived you. You weren't stealthed.
Oh, okay.
So if you had attacked him when you were stealthed, yeah, he would have been completely flat-footed. Or if you have someone flanking him, like right here, he'd be flat-footed. But
okay.
At the moment, no, he's not.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna try and attack him again.
That's right. You have that third
I'm
attack.
gonna try and move around and flank him.
So you're spending a hero point.
Me?
Yeah, because you're doing a. Because you've got. Wait, 1, 2. No, wait. You've got.
Yeah, I have 2 attacks per turn. You told me to go twice.
Oh yes. What am I saying? Yes. So roll
You
both
can
your
try and
attacks again.
flank him.
Well, there's
How
no
am I
one there.
supposed to flank him?
Yeah, she can't
There's
flank him.
nobody else
Yeah,
walk around.
she can't flank him without someone being there. There has to be 2 people on opposite sides. In other words,
Yeah.
if there's someone
Oh.
here, there has to be someone here.
Fuck.
If there's someone here, there has to be someone there.
Okay, well, I'm pretty much swinging my swords fancily at him and not hitting him.
Yeah, you're swinging your swords and you're clanging against his shield, and he's sitting there and not able to do anything.
He's go, oh God, please don't hurt me.
So the knights will go, finally. This guy's going to move up to Kenshin. Or actually, he's going to try and move by Kenshin, provoking attack of opportunity.
God damn it!
But they already went.
I know, I had them move back, though, because their initiative didn't go. So I had them scooch back a bit, and then I had them move forward.
And then you moved them again before you told Tom to go.
Okay, so then they'd be arriving there. Or no, he'd be there. And this guy would just now be arriving to Kenshin. And they can't do any. Well, and this guy can't do anything because he's dazed. So this guy's the only guy that can attack, so he's going to attack Kenshin. And he's going to miss horribly. Rex, you are up. There are now 2 thugs around you and 1 knight.
Well, seeing that the knight is kind of hard to hit, I'm gonna deal with this bandit. Hello, bandit.
And you do have cleave, so if you manage to kill him, you can attack another one with a free attack. At your highest base attack bonus.
Yeah, I'm gonna start cleave with this guy first.
Okay, attack him.
Let's see. Let's see, cleave. Blah, blah, blah. I have rage on, so that's giving me more bonus.
First attack hits. Save your second attack. Because that first attack kills him. Second attack on this other thug.
Yeah. But I'm tempting just to use it on this guy, but that made no sense. Damn it. I rolled high enough. Alright.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, you attacked the one guy next to you, so now you can use that attack on any of these 2 guys.
Oh, I will use it. Well, since it's 33, I will hit. So I use it on this guy.
Okay, he's dead. It doesn't matter how much damage you roll, because you're actually roll your damage anyway, just to make sure. In case. Because he actually could stay up. But I think you'll do more damage because you're raging.
Alright, so let's see. 2d7 plus and rage give me.
Yeah, you add your charisma bonus to your damage. So and are you using the elemental damage?
Oh yeah, elemental damage, of course.
So let's see, that's another. You literally kill him by 1.
Nice.
So yeah, the knight,
Hey.
you kind of cleave up the one guy with your hammer, and then you come down and smash right on the knight's head, and he just goes down.
And then is this guy done?
Well, no, this guy's still up.
Yeah, my cleave. It's like a full round attack.
Well, no, you killed that guy. Guy. Do you have improved cleave or great cleave?
No.
You can only use it once.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I thought cleave was like I swing around at 360.
No, when you do, there's normal cleave, which lets you do that to one other guy, and then improved cleave lets you keep doing it.
Alright, I know what I'm going to get next time.
Because improved cleave lets you keep doing it until you miss. So Karma, you're up.
Alright, just 1 second. Alright, I can't remember. If somebody's next to somebody, they don't prevent them from getting flat-footed, right?
No. If you surprise them, if they're unaware of your presence, you attack them flat-footed.
Alright. So, I'm gonna up here. And actually, you never gave your wizard a round. Was he not supposed to get a round?
He's busy casting something, so he's not going to move.
Okay.
Kill him.
Do it. Interrupt his spell.
I'm gonna start doing some sneak attacks on him then. Poor bastard.
And interrupt his concentration.
Since you've been observing him, you got to hit an AC of 12. Yeah, I think that hits.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh,
Sean.
that hits too.
Alright, so
Yep.
that
Rage
was
attack on him like you did before.
my first 2 attacks with my main hand. I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage for those. It's yes, gives mine now. I am killing.
Whoa.
That's 1 attack. That's the second attack.
Okay. You plunge your
Still up.
katanas into him, and he falls over dead.
Alright, then I'm going to use my other 2 attacks on this guy next to him.
Yep.
The
And
girl.
as you're doing it, she's turning and going shit. Oh!
Oh!
Yeah, that's screwed.
Oh.
Oh. And now I'm going to use a key point for 1 more attack
All right.
at my highest bonus.
Flat-footed, yes, that will hit her.
Alright,
That actually hits her on the dot, flat-footed.
So the first one is going to be times 2. Alright, so that's going to be 10 plus 19. So that's going to be 29 damage from the first hit. And then and then 29 from the second hit.
Ow.
Like that.
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Whoa.
she immediately tries to block it with her shield, but you cut through her shield and into her arm and leave a really nasty gash. But she was holding her action waiting for something like this, but you still got her flat-footed, but now she's going to respond and attack.
Alright, and she
Damn
is
it. He's not dead yet.
bleeding now, by the way.
Oh yeah, she's bleeding.
So
1,
additional.
2, 3,
So
4.
5 points of damage each round.
Yep, I know.
For
I read your sheet. She'll take it.
Oh, okay.
She's probably going to die next turn anyway. But does a 24 hit you?
That will.
This might hurt. 14 damage.
Okay.
As she cuts you with her sword. Kenshin will go. He's going to attack the knight. That'll miss. That'll miss as well.
Well, at least you murdered the bejesus out of that wizard guy.
Oh, yeah. So, Davi.
Yeah, he didn't make it very long. I had a feeling that something bad was going to happen if we left them alone.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oops. Hold on. Ignore that one. There we go.
Hit him.
Yay!
Yes.
Oh, it's a crit, too.
Yeah.
Oh.
And in case you're wondering where the other party is, like the other 5 members, I'm fighting them off screen. I didn't want to have a freaking thing of 10 people fighting like all this because that would take forever. So you do 11 damage
times 2, 22
so that's
damage.
He's dead.
Yes.
So you're just wailing on him with your swords, and then you find an opening and you stab your sword right into his throat.
Awesome. And then, is that my full round?
Yeah, because you did a full round attack. You can still move though.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was asking. Alright, so... Trying to see how far this would be. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna go right here.
Alright. And you, since you're close enough to notice now, you notice that these 2 women casters are drow.
Oh, awesome.
And you also notice that you notice this, no one else notices this, they are wearing robes of Lolth.
Okay.
Spider Queen.
Yep.
Alright, so it's gonna see, this one's gonna see that you are up in her face, and she's going to cast a spell on you.
Damn. Can I take a 5-foot step?
No, it's just it's a spell. It's her turn, and she's just casting a spell.
Gotcha.
She's gonna be a douche. Let's see, DC is 10 plus caster level plus spell level, right? So let's see,
yeah.
She's level 9, she's level 8, so 8, 20. So Romeo will save DC 20.
Oh my.
Does my battle cry?
No, because it's not a fear effect. And I forgot to say that everyone should be getting a +1 to hit and damage because of Rex did his battle cry. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, that would have been nice to know.
No, wait, I'm sorry. Only Davi because she's the only one within 30 feet.
That would have been nice to
So
know.
yeah, anyone within 30 feet of Rex gains that.
I don't think it actually would have saved any of your hits.
I mean, you still would have killed him.
No, I know, but there's one that was kind of close that I probably would have hit him. Yes!
No.
No.
It was DC 20.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Fuck.
Yeah, because she's level 8 and then the spell is level 2. So she casts blindness on Davi.
Wait. That's okay, I have... Oh, shit, no, it's magic blindness, huh?
Yep.
Damn it.
You don't have to have blind fighting, do you?
You know, I was actually looking at that one, I'm like, no, I don't need to do that. I've got art, yeah. I
And
feel dumb now.
she throws her hands up and she says, "Come into the world of darkness," and she casts blindness on you. So a DC of 20 will save, will break it.
Okay.
But for now you are
So my
blind. As you are blind,
Okay,
you can only move. I'll tell you what the effects do. When you're blind, you can
Okay.
only move 1/4 of your movement speed. If you hit difficult terrain, you get a minus to moving through it. You get
Yeah.
a -7 to your attacks,
Jesus.
and you are flat-footed AC.
Oh, that sucks. That's not too bad, though.
Yeah.
So do I get to reroll on my turn?
Next turn.
Yeah.
At the start of your next turn. So
okay,
then
yeah, that's what I was asking.
she's going to spring forward, and she's going to see that Emily was casting stuff, and she's going to cast some Scorching Rays at Emily. So Emily, roll a reflex save. With a DC of 20. Because it's another level 2 spell.
Yes!
Got it. Okay, so half damage. So you will take
Ah.
7. And she shoots some Scorching Rays at you.
I thought it was rounded down.
I'm sorry, 6.
They shouldn't have done that. Gonna hurt them.
But
But
she's going to do another one, dual cast. So
Aw,
this
bullshit.
this time Romeo will save DC 20.
oh fuck.
You are blind.
Can I re-roll that? Can I re-roll that?
You have 1 hero point to spend, so go ahead, standard roll.
Wait, we have hero points?
Yeah, just 1. You have 1 hero point that you can re-roll any roll, but it has to have the same things. So you are blind.
God damn it.
And with that, it's your turn.
Okay, can I roll to see if I'll get rid of the blindness?
Yes. Although this turn, that will take up
Hooray!
although that takes up your action to save it. Because you have to concentrate to do it, but you can still move. Actually, no, wait, you can cast this turn, but you're going to take a minus... Your movement speed is going to be halved, so go ahead and make your turn. Because their blindness is kind of unique. So.
Are they doing the orbs of darkness, or are they?
No, they're doing
Doing
a unique blindness spell to the characters I made. Basically, it blinds you and it slows you.
One day, just 6.
So basically, you get blinded and your movement speed is halved, so it doubles. So your movement speed is reduced to 1/4.
Okay, let's do ball lightning.
Ball lightning. What do they got? What's she got to roll?
19.
On reflex, I assume.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 1d20 plus.
How do you even know where you're throwing it?
Well, no,
Oh,
she
attention.
she saved.
I won't.
So you hit her. Roll damage.
Yay!
All right. So she will take that. Zzz. And now the knights. One will try and hit Kenshin, and will miss. And then the other knight will move to Rex and try and hit Rex, and will miss. So it's back up to the top with Rex.
Oh, hello. So, wait, who's the bitch next to me? Oh, that's Knight. Alright, I'm gonna do another cleave.
I think you should start with this guy.
6.
Oh, you hit him. You hit both.
So yeah, you hit him both times. Or well, I assume one is for the knight and then one's for the or you
36 is for the Knight. 30 is for the Bandit, of course.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me the damage on the knight and the bandit.
Hey, Brandon,
Mm-hmm.
off topic. At first level, is it the same as 3.5 for skills?
It's pretty much the same. It's 3.75. It's basically Pathfinder. All it did for skills was they got rid of some like move silently
Okay.
and like listen, and they
So
put
I'll
it,
just
they combined them into things. Like for example, perception has everything in it, and stealth
Yeah.
accompanies everything.
okay. So
it-
why don't I do this? Because I have all my ranks written down and whatnot. Why don't I just add up all the ranks that I have, and then that'll be what my skill ranks that I have for Pathfinder. Correct?
Yeah, I'll still make you a sheet and just send me everything. PM me like your stats, your attributes, and your skills and everything, and I'll make sure everything's the same.
Okay.
And then just
Okay.
tell me what feats you have as well. If there's a feat that doesn't come up in Pathfinder that comes up in 3.5, I'll let you know and you can choose from the feats.
Well, I've gone through the site for all the feats and whatnot. I'm just trying to figure out the skills now.
Yeah, the skills are pretty much the same. They're really the same.
Okay. Well, yeah.
It's just that they're not. It's for example the ranks that you put into those other skills.
Yeah.
Don't need to be put into those ones. They can be put into other ones.
Yeah.
For example,
kind of what I figured.
move silently is not there anymore.
Yeah.
Other stuff. Yeah, you'll see.
Yeah, because I have the skills page up for the website that you gave us, so I'm just gonna take all my ranks out and basically cross off the ones that aren't there anymore, so on and so forth. So, okay, thank you.
All right. Yes, Rex, you killed them both. You spin around and you hit the knight with your thing, and as you're spinning around, you slam him into the bandit, and then he slams. However, this wizard was holding his action until you killed them, and he's going to cast a spell on you. Roll me a reflex.
Huh. Oh, there we go.
That'll do it, so you'll take half damage.
Can I use a free action with the intimidate?
That's a minor, so you can, but hold on, let me roll this first.
Okay.
So you take half of 56.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
So 28.
Yeah, 28.
So you'll take 28 points of damage.
So, in total, I have taken 32 damage.
Yes.
Still in 3-digit number. What did he hit me with?
He hits you with this giant dark lightning kind of thing.
Okay, as the lightning come to me, I hold my hands up, take the hit, and lower my hands up. I look at him, and I start just slowly laughing like I'm losing my mind.
So roll intimidate.
And pretty much look like he's just gonna eat him. And that's the idea! Intimidate, Oh!
Beat him.
Alright.
He is shaken, meaning he gets -1 to all rolls against you.
Good. Alright.
Okay, Karma.
Alright, do I have to move before I attack, or can I attack and then move and then attack again?
You can attack and then move, or you can move and then attack, but you have to choose which one.
Okay. And being right here doesn't count as being in the fire, right? I can stand outside of it?
Yeah.
I am going to move over there and accept my attack of opportunity.
Okay, she will attack of opportunity you. 18.
Against what DC?
Your AC.
Oh, it's not touch or anything. Yeah, I have 18 AC.
Okay, so that hits. $16 damage.
Oh!
Alright. Alright, and now does this guy see me? Or are they flat footed?
She's too busy casting on Davi right now.
Okay.
Eh. You're welcome.
Thank you for being my meat shield. Wow, that sucked.
Miss. Hit.
What she does.
Whoa!
Alright. I'm gonna roll the crit first because I like rolling crits.
How about this, Sean? To save you trouble, she is dead. I guarantee you the amount of damage you will do will kill her. There's no way. She was a caster, and there was no way she was going to survive that.
Alright, and then I'm going to spend a key point to do a shuriken throw at that guy.
At her? Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
I keep saying guy. I don't know why. Wow.
Ah.
Nope. She dodges. And then...
Okay.
And then this guy, who was hiding the whole time,
Ah.
is going to finally do his move. And he's going to do Chain Lightning on Karma. Roll a Reflex save. DC 25.
You fucker.
And Davi, also roll me a DC. Reflex save. DC 25.
I want to use my hero point.
Go ahead.
Are you serious?
That happens to me all the time.
Fucking serious? What the fuck?
Damn it.
So you
Did
will
I-
both
what the-
take...
What the fuck just happened?
So yeah, this is gonna... This might hurt a bit. You will both take 54 damage.
I am down.
I'm gonna invoke my tattoo power.
So you resist 20 of that. So you take 20 damage instead.
No, it's 30.
Oh, it's 30. So yeah, you take 10.
Yes.
So
Why do
you-
I take 10?
Because it reduces 20.
If-
Wait, 20 and... Wait, 30, 40... Wait, no, 54. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not adding it right. So 54 minus 30. 24. You take 24
24.
damage. Sorry. Math, stop there. So Sean, are you down or down?
I am down.
Just down? Okay.
I'm at -3.
Okay, you're still good. You don't have to worry until you start hitting negative half. So he lets out a big thing of lightning, and it arcs from Karma, and then it goes to Davi. And you see Davi's tattoo glow very brightly, and it produces this kind of shimmering aura around you, and it blocks some of the lightning. And then it's Kenshin's turn. He's going to keep attacking this knight because he wants to kill him.
Maybe he'll hit him eventually.
And then he's going to
Yeah,
spend...
even with my +2. Jeez.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot I get a +2 from being an elf against magic, but it still doesn't work.
Yeah.
Davi, go ahead and roll your...
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your blindness save. Will save DC 20.
Oh. Fuck my life.
So you are still blind, and you can move at
Okay.
1/4 of your movement speed. And you may roll perception checks to determine where the enemies are. DC of 15. So go ahead and roll me a perception check of DC of 15 to see if you can tell where the enemies are.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna use a +10 for right now for perception because I don't have any.
Okay, yeah. That's gonna do it.
Hey!
You can tell there's a guy over here, so you can move at 1/4 of your movement speed.
Can I make it over there to him? Maybe.
If you do a double move, the next turn you'll be able to attack him, yes. But you need to do a double move to get over there because it's only 1/4 of your speed.
That's fine.
Yep, but you can get there.
Okay.
Alright.
Done.
And it was the drow woman's... oh yeah, it is her turn actually. So she's going to continue fight with Emily. So just letting you know, you're going to get a -5 to your rolls.
What?
Wait, are you still blind? No, wait, no, you're not. What am I saying? So she will try to blind you again. DC 20, roll it, will save. I'm sorry, DC 18.
Ah!
Yep, so you're blind again.
God damn it! Now I gotta roll it again.
And it's your turn.
Okay, roll it again. Yay!
You're unblinded.
Okay, hopefully I can kill that bitch.
Maybe if you'd stop blinking, you wouldn't keep going blind. Oh my god, where did all the light go?
And the reason why I rolled a bit more for Kenshin was Kenshin using his parry attack, and he succeeded.
Okay, I'll try a scorching ray on them.
On her, okay. That's a reflex save. What's the reflex save she's got to make? Or that's a ranged touch, I think, actually. So roll me 1d20 plus your intelligence modifier.
Ah, fuck.
That actually misses her touch AC.
I know.
Alright, so she kind of goes, whoa! She's like, ah! And the knight's going to try
I
and attack.
hate you!
The knight is going to try and attack Kenshin again, and he's going to fail. And he rolls the exact same thing. He has rolled that exact same number 3 times in a row.
Yes, once Kenshin finally kills that guy, that lady's in for a world of hurt.
Rex. There's a wizard who just shot you.
Yes, he's right in front of your face. Why don't you murder him?
And I eat him.
Sure, go to town.
In order to do that, you got to do a grapple check and beat his CMD, and then you may do a bite attack at half your normal bonus. And when you do that, it'll do just 1d8 of damage, but it'll just do a 1d6 of damage, but it'll do 1d6 con damage.
Let's just murder him, then you can eat him.
Oh yeah, karma. This chick is now dead because she bled out.
Who's the one next to her?
That's Davi.
Okay. What does
Please don't attack me.
No. What does my demon say of me tempting to
Feed!
Fuck it! Eating. I'm gonna go shards to get extra bonus. And CMB, let's see, CMB. I still have my rage on, so give me more bonus. Alright. This would most likely hit.
That hits him.
Alright. So what's damage? D8?
Well, first things first, was that your grapple check?
Oh yeah, it was my grapple check.
Okay, so you get a plus. So that will beat his CMD. So you have him grappled. Now you roll 1d20 plus half of your standard modifier. So your standard is 15. So half of 15 is rounded down as 7. So you roll 1d.
No bonus.
So you roll 1d20 plus 7 versus his flat-foot AC. So go ahead and roll that.
So no bonus for my rage.
Oh wait, so that'll be 9.
My rage is 3.
Oh, 3, so 10. So 1d20 plus 10. That will hit his touch AC. So now roll 1d6, and that'll do con damage to him.
Okay.
Okay, so he takes 4 points of con damage, and you heal twice that, so you heal 8 points of damage. As Davi, you can't see this, but you hear Rex let out a roar and charge forward toward the wizard that you were attacking, and you hear the wizard scream, and you hear some sort of like a sound of flesh tearing, and other than that, you don't hear anything.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, what happened? Sorry.
You hear this happening in front of you. You hear the wizard screaming, but he seems to still be fighting. And you hear Rex.
The one that-
Yeah, you hear Rex let out a roar, and then you hear the wizard scream.
And
Okay.
just tearing. But he's just eating him now.
So Karma, go ahead and roll me a. Go ahead and roll me 1d20 with no bonus.
Wow.
Okay, you are slowly dying. Kenshin's turn.
Please hit him.
Yep, because he did a parry on him, the guy no longer gets his dex bonus. Oh my god, he's going to action point that.
Because he's wearing all that armor.
There we go. And 2. Okay.
Oh, ignore that roll.
Alright, so Kenshin will do his damage finally, and he's going to do double, because he's bleeding. He's going to do bleed attack. Just 1. Alright, that kills him. He
Yay.
finally manages to find a chink in the knight's armor and slashes him. Davi. You can hear the wizard in front of you getting apparently eaten, and you can attack him at a -7 to your rolls.
Or you can try and fight the blindness.
Oh yeah, Karma. I mean, Davi, go ahead and roll me a will save DC 20. I mean DC, yeah, 20.
A man gotta eat.
We're not going to let you bleed out. We're almost done.
I really didn't think he would crit on.
Research-
Sean, I really didn't think he would crit on 2 of his damage rolls. Just, I don't know why every single enemy has to crit against you, Sean. Maybe because you crit against them. I mean, you literally killed every single caster they had, and they're one of their best fighters.
Except for one of their drops.
So, Davi, go ahead and roll me a will save, DC 20.
Do we have a healer with us?
Well, Alistair will come back and heal everyone.
Where is he anyway?
They're fighting. I remember I said they're fighting. They're still fighting
Oh,
around
yeah,
you.
okay.
They're just not fighting on screen at the moment because that would take forever.
Gotcha. Okay.
They're still there fighting, and you can hear them fighting.
Do I get a bonus to my will save? Because of
I'll say go ahead and get a +2 for a
Okay.
situation like this. Die hard,
fucking A.
but you can still attack the guy with your normal attacks, just at a -7.
Oh yeah, that's true. Forgot about that. -7, right?
Yes.
Unless I get a natural 20, there's probably no way I'm gonna.
Well, he is a wizard.
It's just a caster.
He's a caster, so he doesn't have that IAC.
Oh, okay. I thought he was one of the.
No, he's not one of the knights. Knights are dead.
Fuck my life.
First
Wow.
hit.
There we go.
Crit.
Hey, and it's a crit.
And he just took 4 points of con damage, so this might actually kill him. So Tom, just letting you know, you raged for 4 turns.
Yeah, I know. I'm keeping track. Somewhat.
And this guy's going to see this and run away.
What?
Oh,
you
that's
coward.
Yep, he's just going to run. He's using double move.
Avenge me!
2, so 30 damage.
Yep, he's dead. Tom, as you're nomming on him, you see Davi come running up, blinded, and stab her sword right into his side. And he just falls over dead.
I make sure to take a few more bites of him before he dies. Watching his eyes dim away before tossing him to the side.
Glad Davi can't see this right now.
And,
So,
so Emily.
alright. Gonna try and hit this chick again.
Where's that 1 feet?
How many scorching rays are you shooting at her, by the way? Because for each spell level that you raise it, it does an additional ray of damage.
Let's try 2.
Okay, so you're firing 2. So go ahead and roll me 1d20 plus your... That will hit her.
Yay! Pew.
So roll your damage. So she dies in a fiery inferno.
Like, okay. How is everyone?
I got hit by lightning, but I'm good. I had breakfast.
Is Karma okay?
Nope.
Sean, go
God.
ahead and roll me one more d20, no bonuses. You're fine. You're stabilized. You're still KO'd, but you're stabilized.
Ah, great.
And there she goes again, passing out on the job.
Sweet. Oh yeah, that's right.
Did
That's
you
everything.
did eating him up the guy a few times gain my HP up a bit?
Well, you
or
healed 8
nothing?
for the initial bite. If you choose to keep feasting on him, then then you'll gain. Go ahead and roll me 2 more d6s.
Okay, quite hungry. What?
So you heal 4.
Fine.
Is Roy healing me, or is he just standing over my corpse and crying?
I'll just pour a potion down your throat.
Yep. So you
You
are.
drown me while I'm dead?
So Sean,
So I'm gonna pour.
Sean, go ahead and heal 2d8 plus 6.
Hooray.
So you heal up to 17 points of damage as you wake back up into the world of the living.
There you go.
I am still reeling, but I am alive. Did you guys get that bastard that shot me?
We might have.
Can't you?
Dobby's kind of like wandering around with her hands out in front of her after she puts her sword away.
You feel a hand grab you, and you hear Alice's voice saying, "Hold still." And you feel him put his hand on your head, and you feel the blindness go away.
While no one is looking, he just idly cleaned the blood away his jaw, just to make sure that jaw clean. Then he walked back.
Karma, maybe you should wait till you're a bit more healed up before you seek bloody revenge.
And I idly walked to the others.
Yes, we know you're a cannibal, Rex.
I go.
Yeah, I saw you do that. With
Wait,
the
what?
blood.
And I was idly cleaning blood off my jaw before I walked back to the others.
The only one that would notice it was Davi, and even then, she only heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bob, that 18 was my tracking to find that guy. Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
You see someone you haven't. You see the one you know as Osiris, kind of standing. He comes out from behind the tent, and he's holding a what appears to be a drow mage in one of his hands, tied up, and he tosses him down. He says, "Found this guy trying to run away. I figured he'd go out back, so I checked out there, and what do you know? I found him. Surprised him. He seemed to be in quite a hurry to get out of here."
Ah, good, you got him. Does he look alive?
Yeah, he's alive.
Do we need this guy?
Osiris shrugs.
Let's get answers first.
Would be a good idea to at least ask him some polite questions.
I guess so. I'll haul him over to the other guys.
Osiris kind of looks over. "Hey, Pai Mei, I got 12. How many did you get?" 15.
I got 1, 2, 3. How many did I get? 5 or 6? I
You got 5.
Alright, got
I also got 5.
I only got 3.
Sarah kind of
Well,
pipes
you
up.
got the boss.
Sarah kind of pipes up. She's like, "I killed 5. Jay says, "I took 2 at least that could not have lived." Alistair says, "I took a few." It seems that they're all gone, though. There's no more.
I'm gonna turn over to Howard and say, hey, you want to help me get some of the ropes for the tavern owner?
Well, if there's any left,
We can have our bonfire later.
sure thing.
what was my mission again?
Basically to save this town. But you agreed with the other group to join the scouting thing for the Jade Forest.
Oh, yeah.
But
Well,
if you guys
I'll
loot
take
them, the guy that you bit, Tom,
Yeah.
had 100 gold on him.
I'm taking them.
Yeah, so
You know, I'm used to
Is
them.
the mage's corpse still there?
which one?
Both of them.
The one that the drow ones are still there, and the one that Tom killed is actually slowly starting to dematerialize. It's actually starting to turn. The flesh is starting to melt away, and you're seeing nothing
Okay.
but bones and clothes there. It's weird.
Okay, I'm gonna go rifle through like a lot of the clothing and take off the cloaks and any symbols from Loth, I guess. And see if they have any valuables on them.
Oh yes, you find a lot of interesting valuables. I'll tell you guys what you guys find.
Okay.
So you guys find that the thugs had chainmail, scimitars and/or greatswords, dagger, javelins, and long spears. The knights had chainmail, big greatswords, heavy shields, and javelins. The wizards had wizard robes, magic staves, rods, and then the other one had the drow priestesses had nothing but their claws, and in terms of possessions, they all had medallions, cloaks of the Dragon Queen, you name it. Amongst all of them, you all find about 50 gold.
Any notes?
Yeah, I'm getting to that. And among special items, first off is Davi, who finds this. You find a piece of parchment,
Okay.
and you open it up, and it has a very lovely face of you on it.
Oh dear.
Awesome.
And it says, "Wanted, dead or alive." And it has your full name on it.
Awesome. Well, this doesn't seem very good, and we're
You're-
just gonna hold this up and show everybody.
Your bounty is 16,000.
Oh, damn.
That's pretty good. But not that I would know.
Swear to God, if anybody of you try to...
Looks like we're gonna have dragon hunt, boys.
Yeah, it's not a very good idea for me to try and turn anyone in.
Yeah, I don't suggest it.
But the wanted poster is clearly not one from around here. So
Well, yeah. Not gonna go
You know-
into the Underdark.
She's gonna roll it up and shove it in her bag. The very
What the
bottom.
hell is that?
M&M's?
Well, she showed you what it was.
Did I find anything interesting on that mage? Like, was there anything that I could use? Maybe a wand of healing or something, so I don't die again.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. You guys do all find potions of healing, potions of cure moderate wounds, and you find 2 potions of cure critical wounds, or severe wounds. So you find 4 potions of cure moderate and 2 of cure severe.
I'm gonna take 2 of the cure moderate because I seem to need them the most.
Okay, because we'll say you're in a rest, go ahead and heal 4d8 plus 14. So you heal 30 damage.
I'm fine. Fully
I'm-
recovered.
I'm no longer blood.
I got 6 damage.
Kenshin kind of comes up to Emily. He's like, sorry I couldn't keep the other one off your back. I tried.
Oh, that's fine. I'll work down the end.
Did we make any money?
Well, like I said, you guys found 100. You guys found 100 gold on all of them together, like added up.
Well, I know Tom. I know you said Tom found some money, but
Well, yeah, Tom
I
did,
just
but he
didn't know
didn't.
if you shared it.
No, he didn't.
Fucker. So, other than the parchment, what else do I find?
You also find you find the bounty letter, and you find a letter on the wizard who you guys have alive and have tied up. He has a letter signed by a man named Parn, and it basically says, I want you to destroy the city of the town of Northshire. I want you to leave none of the men alive. Take all the women and children. They will be good sacrifices to the Jade Dragon.
The Jade Dragon? Is that like a special green dragon?
It doesn't say.
Well, Emily's saying that out loud. Like, has anyone ever heard of the Jade Dragon?
it sounds like a ninja thing. But only if we're talking about actual ninja.
Oh yeah, and
It might actually be the dragon that's shade.
it says one more thing. Oh, until the white dragon Arathator, that if he's going to sit up there in the sea of moving ice all day and not help out the cult, perhaps we should just eliminate him.
Huh. So there is a white dragon.
Ooh!
But he's up
Yes.
he's up north in the sea of moving
Yes.
ice.
Moving ice.
I guess they think this guy isn't pulling his weight.
Ooh. I have got such a good idea for that. Since he's sitting on a bench not doing anything, maybe he could help us.
Oh, you know this dragon?
No.
Those dragons are typically pretty evil, though.
I'm not sure if we can travel all the way up north just to ask for this guy's help, if he'll even give us any.
We can either ask him for help or let him grow stronger and let him kill us.
Well, but don't we have to take care of this jade dragon sacrifices that are happening right now?
I didn't mean right now, jeez.
Like so, how are things on your guys' end?
Oh.
Oh, he's talking to the other group.
Well, I'm still alive.
Everyone seems to be
No, he meant like
okay.
Alice.
Took a few
Oh, you
nicks.
don't care about me. I see how it is.
We all took a few nicks, but we're okay.
So, do you think that's most of it? Or do you think a lot of them left the village already with all the women and children?
That was definitely the main force. There was at least 50 in total, and we destroyed them all.
Well, now let's go find those hostages.
Yep, let's go.
Osiris kind of looks down and says, "And what to do with this one?"
Well, we were gonna interrogate him.
Yeah, interrogate him first.
So after a while, Osiris kind of gets a little thing of water and pours it on the guy. Guy wakes up. Oh. And he kind of adjusts his jaw.
Pai Mei's good at interrogation. Let him do it.
Osiris kind of backs away, and Pai Mei comes up to him. Now, I will ask you very simple questions. And you will answer truthfully and honestly, or I will slowly start to break every bone in your body one at a time. And believe me, I can. So,
I'd listen to him.
tell me, where is this jade dragon? Guy
I
kinda-
will.
The guy
Can
kind
I
of
out?
go ahead.
Can I idly stand behind him and just look really intimidated?
Yep. So
Almost like I want to eat him.
Yep. So
I'm gonna do that too.
at first the guy kind of resists, but then Pai Mei slowly takes one of his fingers and starts to twist it completely around. And then the guy's like, okay, stop. He's like, I give up. It's not worth it. Okay, the cult they've had a base of operations in the Emerald Forest for some time now. One of our leaders, Parn, he made a deal with the Emerald Dragon that lies in the forest, and we had sanctuary there for quite some time now. We're able to ask the dragon there for help to keep the dangers of the forest away from us. But there's been a little bit of tension between the members of the cult.
What kind of tension?
Well, there's Abram the White, there's Maria the Black, Parn the Jade. They've all been, well, trying to push forward for Tiamat's favor when her resurrection comes back. They want to be at the top of the game, meaning that they are trying to eliminate the other cultists of the other colored chromatic dragons. You know, green doesn't like red doesn't like black, etc., etc. So they've been fighting one another. Personally, we haven't really liked it as peons, but we get paid all the same. And
Politics, basically.
Ever since we allied with the Iceborne Giants, we've been enjoying the life. Hey, look, I don't agree with what we're doing in the village, but I mean, you honestly think I'm going to stand up to a dragon?
Well, as weak as you are, I wouldn't doubt it.
He just looks down. He says, he kind of grits his teeth and he says, "I know what's coming. Get it over with."
Tell
There's
us all the
another thing I
information.
want to ask you.
And what's that?
Do you know what's happening in a village called Greenwich?
Did you have any family there?
I might.
He just kind of
Or maybe I don't.
he He looks and he says, well, if you do, they're dead now. If you don't,
Is everyone there dead?
it's no longer on the map. We took some prisoners. Not many, though.
Like who?
No one they felt important enough to tell me.
Howard just kind of walks away.
Anyone else have any questions?
I'm gonna ask him, see if he knows anything about Alistania.
Now I forget, was that your original
It's
name?
Dobby's mom.
Yeah. He looks up being a drow, and he says, he thinks for a moment, and when you say the name, you can definitely see him respond.
Yeah.
And he says, he looks at you very, very kind of, almost like he's really trying to, like, look you over. And he says, you're, oh. And he just looks really confused because he can't really seem to comprehend that you're half dragon, half drow.
Oh, yeah.
And he says, yes, I've heard the name. Before I left.
Yeah. What have you heard?
Things of... Where was the name? I heard the name that she was one of those who split. There's a bit of a civil war going on in Menzo Baranzan. That's why I left.
Is a civil war going on in the Underdark?
That is correct.
So, what kind of civil war? What houses?
The 11 houses are still united as servants of Lolth. However, there has been almost a 50-50 split of most of the drow allying themselves with outer forces.
Such as?
He thinks for a moment. Such as the Lords of the Mind Flayers, couple of the Lords of the Nine Hells, and Kragoth.
And what of House Zilton?
House Zilton, last I heard, wanted to remain neutral, but I don't know what happened afterwards. It was kind of pick a side or die, last I remember.
Gotcha. And what can you tell me of this? And she pulls out the poster and shows it to him.
The drow priestesses that you killed over there came into our encampment not too long ago. They were allies of Parn, so no one asked any questions and no one dared think about it. But I was always wondering why they came, and plus why he allowed them to wear robes of Lolth, even though he's clearly a servant of Tiamat. But apparently he treated them as allies. That's all I know. As for why they had a bounty picture of you, I cannot say. I often tried to speak with them myself, even in the native tongue, but they would not reply.
Okay. I'm done with you.
He nods.
She's gonna look over to Pai Mei and say, do what you will.
Something to say, Rex?
We know you want to eat them.
I'm just wondering, how did Darby know? I mean, Howard know this? Because
Howard doesn't know.
Yeah.
Well, he assumes that you're a psychopath because you like to be around blood all the time,
Just
and you keep
assumes you're
staring
a
at everyone like you want to eat them.
barbarian who likes things bloody. He does not know you're.
Whoa, that was weird.
So, no.
You guys just like cut out for a few seconds and then like
Yeah.
Skype does
weird.
So, in correction, you said, yeah, we knew you want to kill him, but no, Rex will say, are there any more of you around nearby?
Our outpost in the Jade Forest is about 100 man strong. Along with a few iceborne giants, maybe about 2 or 3, and of course the Jade Dragon himself.
Hand the information. Digital. And Rex is done.
Right?
So I guess Karma just kills him.
Well, Sean, are you going to?
What is that sound?
It's fire. Crackling fire. I just have that going in the background for the burning houses.
Alright.
Sean, are you here?
Oh my god, I was muted this whole time. Yes, I walked over and killed him.
Okay, so after he's done talking, Sean,
It actually sounded like you guys were responding to me.
Sean, roll me a perception.
It's my perception. You'd think I'd have this memorized by now.
You would think.
Such pitiful roll.
When you stab him, you hear a voice in your head saying, well, quite a bit of blood today. And then you hear nothing else.
Oh dear.
Everyone has voices in their heads. Yay!
Only 2 people have voices in their head. So you guys are all left. Everyone is dead, with a burning village surrounding you.
I'll simply walk around and look for survivors.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of fly around and see if I can't see anybody.
I'm gonna kick open the door and loot the room.
What room? What room? All the houses are on fire.
Wow.
That's my perception for findings, anyone.
Okay. So you both look around, and actually everyone kind of looks around for a while. And
I see my feet.
you do actually find a survivor.
Oh, that's great.
And this will be Davi who finds this person.
Yay!
You see a woman who has had a spear jammed through the back of her knee. And she's about maybe a good 50 yards out from the village.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of fly
Guess we'll roll 9.
up and kind of land a good bit behind her and kind of call out to her and see if she responds.
Yeah, she says, ah, yeah. Wait, you know what the Colt, are you?
Oh, hell no. We just killed a bunch of them.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that's what that noise is all about.
So, I'm gonna grab her and try and carry her and fly back over to everybody else.
Alright, you're able to do so.
Do I find anything?
No one else finds anything. It's pretty much been looted and ransacked.
Okay.
Okay.
What'd you say, Brandon?
Yeah, you're able to do it.
Okay. I hope so with my strength. Alright, I'm gonna kind of place her I'm gonna land and place her gently so it doesn't hurt her knee anymore
Okay.
and announce to everybody I found a survivor.
Alright. Alistair's gonna go over and do his heal check and get the spear out of her.
There's an echo.
Oh, it's Alice. Alice, we can hear echo from here.
Alice, echo. Alright, so... Sean.
Oh god,
You
the day of reckoning has come.
Well, as Alistair's healing this woman and removing the spear from her knee, you recognize this woman.
Who do I recognize her as?
Well, you see that she's wearing a pendant.
Of the village?
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
Dun, dun, dun.
My village or the village we're in?
Your village.
Just to be clear. My village. Oh boy. Does she look like somebody that I met in the village or outside of it?
You'd seen her around in the village, and you knew she was a part of it, but you never really had much contact with her per se, but you'd seen her around in your time there.
So, long time no see.
As Alistair finishes bandaging her wound, she kind of looks over at you and then kind of, thinks for a moment. And then she kind of lays back on the ground and just says, "Great."
Yeah, that's about the response I was expecting.
If you're going to seek your vengeance upon me, Karma, make it quick. And everyone immediately is now looking at Karma and between her and Karma.
Oh shit.
Well, that depends. Did you have anything to do with it? Or were you just following orders?
If it makes you feel any better, I voted not to. And I was cast out for it.
I do sense motive.
Sense motive. To answer your question, Davi, yes, that would be a good idea.
Okay. Just curious.
Yeah, Karma, you can tell she's telling the truth.
Well, then I guess we have no quarrel.
She kind of lets out a sigh. Most of us didn't think you were alive.
For a while, I didn't think I would be.
Came out here, found a life. Well, had a life.
If you were outcast, why are you still wearing the village pendant?
Keepsake, I suppose. Remembering those who betrayed me.
I discarded mine a while ago to prevent them from tracking me.
She takes it off and throws it in one of the fires of the huts. Had a life.
I don't think I ever caught your name.
My name is Jara. And she kind of spits out a little bit of blood. She's like, damn. And I was just going to ask that cute stable boy out. Poor guy. Sad everyone in this village. I've only been here for a few weeks. God damn cultists.
Yeah, not much anyone can do when the cultists come knocking on an unprotected village.
So, what do I owe the honor of all of my saviors?
I don't know. I just let them drag me out here. They said they needed help.
I'm afraid I can't provide too much more than anything you probably don't already know, but I can tell you that any ones that did not come to attack the village fled into the Jade Forest. I've been observing the Jade Forest for at least a week now, just in case I wanted to get some herbal remedies from it. But the wildlife in there is so exotic, it makes it hard to collect anything from there. It's actually quite rich in resources. Poisons, herbs, there's even gold. It's also
You know anything about a jade dragon?
Say what?
You know anything about a jade dragon?
We've heard sounds. Never actually seen it come out though. Probably comes out
Oh,
at
sorry.
night.
What did you go ahead? Apparently, Roy does not want to speak.
Well, I didn't know you were gonna.
I was letting you have your opportunity to speak because you tried to say something earlier.
Do the cultists have any problems with the wildlife?
Oh yes, all the time. The only safe place is the center, where our base of operations, their base of operations is. I tried to get away, bastard threw a spear at my leg, got a good shot. He was gonna kill me too, and then some crazy roar came from the town, and he went back to help out. I take it that was all of you.
Most likely.
Why didn't Waterdeep send any guards? He sent that distress call a while ago.
They decided to send a recon group instead.
Right. Because the last time our representative
What's
went to Waterdeep, they thought we'd been converted by the cult of Tiamat, so they thought we had already been converted and left us here to die. Convenient. Great.
What do you know about this mask?
Mask? Oh. Some of the cultists were blabbing about that. We saw some of the villagers were talking about that. We saw this hooded man came through. Couldn't really see his face. I never really went up to him. He was kind of a creepy guy, but he had a jade mask on him. He walked through our town, asked a few questions, and left. Went into the Emerald Forest.
Do you know which way he went?
Yeah, he went into the Emerald Forest. Never saw him again.
Did he ever say what his name is?
I think I remember his name being Zach? Something like that. Something with a Z.
Zach? Huh? Well, I guess that guy might be controlling the Jade Dragon.
She shrugs. Like I said, if the dragon does come out, it comes out at night. It never bothered us.
Well, maybe the Jade Dragon wouldn't be as much of a problem when we get that mask away from this Zach person.
I don't don't know the alignments of all the chromatic dragons in the area, but something's been going on. I don't suppose one of you could give me a horse and I could get back to Waterdeep.
I do not own a horse, so I couldn't.
Kenshin comes over and says, "Take my horse. I don't think she'll fare well in that forest." And she says, "Thank you. I owe all of you. Next time I'm at an inn or something, rounds of drinks on me, okay?"
Sounds good.
She gets on the
Well,
horse.
just make sure you get back okay.
She slowly gets on the horse and says, "I'll be fine. It's this damn knee."
Are there no more horses in the village?
Nope. She says, "Thank you all." And she gallops off.
Like, well, now what are we gonna do?
You know, I never thought to ask her whether she was actually with the cult. I asked her everything else, I didn't ask that.
Well, she was banished from your village, so that's a pretty high assumption of no.
Not necessarily.
And either way, the cult was trying to kill her, so she's probably not anymore.
I suppose so. Or she could have been pointed.
True, but you sensed motive, and she was telling the truth, so... And the fire burns slowly.
Yeah, I think we should kind of step away from the village before it starts burning us.
Rex just waiting for you guys to finish. It's just over here. Something.
And with that, you guys slowly look off into the Jade Forest as the dying fire slowly comes down. And as you all look to the Jade Forest, you notice that it begins to snow.
Ah,
Oh, crap,
Oh boy.
And with that, we fade to black.
Cow.